everybody, and welcome to Marky Gaming tonight, as we're back for our 90th session of Mystical Mishaps tonight. Coming off fresh from our fundraiser stream, which was yesterday, so my brain is not fully recovered and in the right headspace, but I'm trying. I'm gonna do my best. And we had Rach and Mike in there, so hopefully they are both recovered enough to play their characters as well today. But yeah, thanks for everyone who was there for that yesterday. We really appreciate you coming in. The link is still available too if anybody would still like to donate. We're still have it open for anybody who would like to. Rachel beat me to it. Exclamation mark donate if you'd still like to donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and contribute to it. We did surpass our personal goal, and I think we are like 1,500 or so away from the whole goal as a whole thing. So pretty amazing.
Right now, the collective group of all the streamers donating together is at 24,141.
Yes.
Wow, cool.
That's crazy.
Awesome. And then our community we're at 775 right now, which is awesome. Yeah. Super awesome. Thank you everyone who's donated. Cool. Really appreciate that, and yeah, helping out in a big way. But so it's optional if you want to donate. That still is open. No pressure though for anybody. No incentives unfortunately tonight either. That would be pretty game breaking if someone was like, everyone gets to have +1 to one of their ability scores like we had yesterday.
Okay, so. But think about how happy we
pay rent to make that happen.
I know you guys would be happy, but no. I have to draw the line somewhere. But why don't we let our players introduce themselves and we can get into the game. So Rachel, we're gonna start with you. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find me on Instagram at Pip400Arts. And I also stream art here on this channel tomorrow at 3:30 CST. Yeah, I've not been in the art zone lately, so I've kind of just been drawing when I'm on stream essentially, and so you will see me plugging away at about the same thing you saw me doing last week, but you know, we're getting there. It'll still be fun. I love talking with you guys. We always have lots of fun topics and rabbit holes we all go down and stuff like that. So yeah, 3:30 CST. And then for this game I'm playing Eleonora. She is a level 7 ASMR warlock. And, you know, we're just trying to not get imprisoned like the spell. Because it would be sad.
It would be sad. That's for sure.
That would be unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate.
It'd be crazy we do RP our time in prison too. Like, all right, day 700.
Yeah.
It really depends on which one you have too, because some of them I think you are conscious and other ones you're not. So
being conscious is way worse. I'd rather be unconscious.
Like the stasis form, or like you were just trapped there.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. It'd be way worse just be trapped and like bored wherever they send you. So.
Yep.
Oh,
so sad.
fish.
But let's go to our second potential target for imprisonment. We have Kelly playing tonight.
Okay, wait, I have a question of the day, and I'll have to ask Rachel since you already went. What would your character, how would they spend their imprisonment if they were conscious? I feel like Winnie would color. Anyway, okay, hi, I'm Kelly. I play Winnie, the level, oh my god, 7 monk? Oh my gosh, sorry. Again, too much, I had too many Baldur's Gate hours that I'm like, which level am I? Because I also play a monk in there too in one of my games. But yeah, and she is, I think, she spent her time coloring and probably drawing pictures of the nothingness outside. Do you go to an actual tower? Is it like in Beacons where you go to like a little tower? Or do we know like what happens or where you go if you're conscious? Where do you go?
There is a tower imprisonment. Okay. That is one of the options.
Okay.
Yes.
Tower.
Shaw's tower though, right?
Yeah, it has to be specific.
Who knows? But there is a tower imprisonment.
We ride the elevator all day long.
All day.
Wait, so how would Eleonora
Dreamy, by the way, for donating $10 to St. Jude's.
Thank you so much.
You're the best. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to say that when I saw it. She's here.
Never mind.
Keep
I was done. I'm done. I just asked how Eleanora spent her time if she were in prison.
Oh.
Writing. Reading.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it depends on what's provided, you know? If you're just sitting there,
Writing sad
yeah.
poetry.
Sad poetry could definitely be an option. If she had her drawing thing, she'd try to draw. She would maybe construct big arguments as to why she's right. I don't know.
Oh, I think
Plotting vengeance against her enemies.
Like a giant domino thing. She's like really into cards. I don't know. It'd be fun.
Actually, I'm actually really good at solo solitaire now, so.
Expert. All right, our third player tonight is Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley. I have some new art going up on Instagram this week, so if you want to see that, that would be where to look. I play Euphemia. She's a druid. She's level 7. She's trying not to let anyone die in the cold or wherever we go next. I think that's really all she's focused on at the moment. Man, she would not handle being imprisoned well. She doesn't handle being contained well at all, clearly, already. I feel like she would wear a hole in the floor is probably her first. I mean, her first
She's
order
just
of
a
business.
trench. Like, she can't even get out at one point.
Stone trench by the point. Like, it would be so bad. She'd lose her mind in there. She'd have a really rough time. So let's avoid it if we can. I feel like that wouldn't go well.
Do your best, yes. Do your best to not be imprisoned. That is the goal. And our final player tonight, we have the one, the only, Mike.
Very sick, Michael. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice here on all the socials. I am still sick, so if I lose my voice, my apologies. But yeah, I had a fun weekend playing with you guys. Thank you guys so much for the charity stream. It was super fun. Backing up a couple of my notes, my Baldur's Gate save got destroyed. I'm super sad about it.
I'd be so
Too bad.
sad.
Yeah, it's been a long time
How
coming.
far were you?
Like the second act, it was the first game that I was like going back to, and it got to the point where like I start a fight and I get this infinite loop of damage. So it's not fun.
Bad.
Yeah, so we're really sad about that. But yeah, I played Davril. He is I don't know why I just did the voice for him. A human artificer wizard, who is just giving a tour of his beachfront property to his friends, and trying to keep them in the cold and trying to figure all that out. I think if he was imprisoned in a tower, he'd be really sad that Eleonora isn't playing solitaire with him, is just doing solo solitaire. And would probably still be doing TED Talks of like, guys, listen up. Lightning magic, though, it's fast, it's mean. And just like continue going down his own, like he'd write up a lecture every day and just teach it to himself just to keep fresh.
If he's like me, then I like yap to myself on my own voice notes just because I don't know. When I get bored, I'm like, I just gotta talk to someone about this. It's me. So if that could be him.
Be perfect.
That someone is me.
Great. He'll have
So-
books
'cause
written when
honestly,
he
like,
gets
this-
out. And
There
Yeah.
we go. So I'm like, this topic's
Yeah.
too dumb to talk to anyone. Like, I don't want to, like, no one's available. I'm like, this is like stupid. I'll just talk to myself about it. It's great. I'm sure Dad could do that too.
Can they be your best friend? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Right. We do have a Discord. If anybody would like to join it, we would welcome you with open arms into our fun little Discord called The Tavern. And there is a channel in there called Mystical Mishaps, which you can post gifts in during the session if you feel so inclined to try to make people laugh and react to the situations that are happening. Potentially break people, as sometimes we take a glance in there and we start laughing on stream. So feel free to head in there. We do have a thread in there too for recaps if anybody needs to get caught up. And we do have our old sessions also on YouTube and Spotify, Apple podcast stuff. You can check those out there. Whatever's easiest for you to check those out. I'm Mark. I am the Dungeon Master. And if I was imprisoned, I probably could finally make my way through my back stock of brain and minis I need to finish.
I was literally thinking, I'm like, that'd be easy.
That's what I would be working on. No distractions at that point, which would be somewhat nice. But when
In the end, I feel like you'd just be making terrain for like yourself. So you'd have like a big fort made out of foam.
oh
and,
yeah,
like,
I'd have the coolest terrain ever if I was in prison for quite some time. I would.
Power is all tricked
I'd
out.
have like a whole like countryside just terrain built out if I had the option. So
beautiful.
that's my plan. But why don't we go ahead and run our intro and then we can play tonight's session. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we're back, everybody, and ready to begin our session today. Let's get into our recap and begin the session. So, our players here are up in the northern region of the continent, the plane that they're on, called Batron, in the city of Icewall. Or they're just outside it starting last session. They were at Dav's old encampment that was nearby, a couple hours outside of it, that is now in ruins. And they had found there was some sort of conjuration magic within the ruins there in one of the buildings, but they were a little nervous to go take a look that night, so they waited till morning. That morning they went down there, and they found a adamantine statue construct, something that was in the middle of the leader's hut there, and it was a little strange, like definitely in a weird place, kind of odd to them, and radiating conjuration magic, so obvious concerns about that. There's some theories that arose about what that could be, what it might mean. They believe that it likely moved at one point because the cloak was kind of pinched between it in certain places that made it so that it was seemingly like it had moved at one point there. Who knows? But they were definitely feeling out about it. They then left to go to Icewall, where they stayed with the wife of Dav's rescuer and got to speak with her for a little bit, get caught up on some time. Irma is her name, by the way. And they kind of need to figure out where they're going to go next. They talked about what they're going to do. They're a little undecided, maybe a little bit of conflicted. Money is a issue in their travel plans as well. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, who they might seek aid from, direction to go in. And that's where we're going to dive into tonight's session. And I'll let you guys decide who wants to go first, because you kind of split off a little bit at the end there, but you can fill me in as the DM where you would like to be going at this point.
I think actually ours is a little shorter than we had anticipated. So if you want, we can go first. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So yeah, we were kind of off, and I think we stayed outside, didn't we?
Outside the house, at least, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
leapt you two. I was following you as well as you did this.
Oh yes.
Of course.
Winnie, do you ever like feel bad that Ira's not following us? Like, are we boring or something?
I think it's for moves, right? Is that or
I don't
maybe.
know. Why not stay with us? Maybe you and I are gonna spill some beans, you know? That's all we said.
We do something exciting. They're planning to do something exciting.
I'll teach you solitaire.
Yeah, I like get out the book, and I like have my pen out.
Euphemia's kind of like standing next to you, and she looks down at the book. She's like fidgeting pretty hardcore with her collar on her jacket. And after like a very prolonged second, she's like, you know what? I can't do this right now. I think we need to wait. I don't know. It just like starts to step back a little.
Oh, all right. Do you need more time to form your thoughts?
I don't. There's so much at stake here. I don't have the words right now. I think I need a little more time.
Sure. We have the rest of the evening. I'm sure he works late.
I expect he probably will. Yeah.
Oh, just take some time. Sometimes, I mean, if you want to talk it over with me, we can. Sometimes making a list can sort of help.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Sorry. There's just so much that is happening.
It's a lot of pressure to do things the right way when we don't even know what the parameters are.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks.
I
guess
understand.
we'll wait for now. And she'll kind of turn when you seem ready, and we'll walk back in.
Sure. Yeah. She might put her arm around you for a minute, just kind of being like, "It's okay." I don't know, kind of.
She feels
Guiding
wound
her.
tight. Like she's so tense. She might just like stop for a second if you do that and just like nod at you, but she's still so wound up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get this girl a massage. That'll definitely help her relax.
She's one of those people that like it would take the entire thing and then she'd maybe finally start to relax, but
Yeah. Yeah, we can go back inside.
All right. You turn back around, head back inside. Ira follows, recording this whole awkward conversation.
of course. He's getting the real like TMZ scoop in the background
Of
of the Horde
course.
Hunters.
As Ira's going back in, and that's where I hid the Kildare treasure. I don't tell Ira anything. Joking, Vari.
Look at that timing. All right. Well, we do have some channel part redemptions that came out too. Ashley, Mike, Kelly, Rach, you all get your advantage die to start the session.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hydrate too.
Ding.
All back together again inside Irma's house.
Mhm.
Cold up there, isn't it?
Oh, I hate it.
You never get used to it.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, just we didn't contact him yet. I think there's a few more things we need to sort out before we gauge whether or not to ask him such a favor or not.
Yeah, I was kind of wanted to talk to you guys since we've got it settled out for dinner. If you guys wanted to chat, and you see him like he's got like a whole bunch of his notes and like journal like spread out a bit, like theories and questions and like drawings and just like weird theories and ideas, and he's taken a few that he's like kept still folded and like into his journal. So like certain things that not wanting Ira necessarily to see we've kept from him are there, but basically it looks like my timeline between like the events of timeline 1 and 2 and just trying to keep track of everything. I don't know, I was just kind of wondering if you guys were kind of open to checking out Alder's vault, maybe, if we're here. I know we talked about heading out, but I don't know, something just keeps nagging me every time we don't do something in an area and say we have time to do it later. We rarely come back to it.
Yeah.
Which is true.
And the fact that we didn't really find any books, something helpful, kind of what I thought we'd find.
How
But-
far is it out of our way? Do we know? Like how?
And what the maps say, I was trying to remember that too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this isn't a exact map. It's kind of a rough
Right.
map,
It's like
just on a piece of paper. You would guess this was out west of the encampment, so it's 2 hours to the encampment. You know, it would be beyond that. You're not exactly sure based off of that, but it probably is at least a couple hours, if not a few more than that. And actually, you did get a bless, by the way.
Cool. Thank you.
But it does seem like fairly close to the encampment.
It's not terribly far from there.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't care
That's
about all. I thought it was
very
gonna be
interesting.
at least a day out of the way. I don't know why. So.
Yeah.
Like it would be a hike. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be something
Right, sure.
easy, and it doesn't look like it's anywhere that's. I mean, you all know that it's not like nice roads once you get out there, but
Mm-hmm.
And it is a risk with the giants being there, but
Well, we do have spells that can make us quieter. I mean, if it's not. Well,
We
all
have
right.
firewood
First of
now.
all, what? Yes,
We have firewood now.
yes, it's not quite so dire. All right, so our options are to try and find a way to Northport or Lakeside or something now. Try and find a way to Yellowfield to meet up with Hunrick. Or you're saying you find the vault as a viable option.
I mean, he got two, very, very large jumps of assumptions. So it's not an assumption of mine, but a thought, if it paid off, if we had some good luck. If it's a vault of a wizard, maybe there's scrolls there. Who knows? But Azrini and Ultrix are very powerful. They might be able to teleport us somewhere if we end up being on good stances with them.
Well, if they're powerful, we would have to make sure we're on good stances with them, or else.
I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm their only connection to what could be Akerol. It's leverage. Or, regardless, I'm one of them. We just go in acting like we're looking for answers, which is the truth anyway.
It is the truth.
What about Ira?
I think it's perfect timing that we have Ira.
Oh.
Well, for us. Proof,
Why?
evidence.
Oh.
But
And-
for them, I mean, if they're
Hopefully-
powerful,
Yeah.
are they gonna suspect something?
I mean, they're not artificers. I don't know if they would know what Ira can record.
You would know that's not true. That Utrix does have artificer ability.
Just kidding. Did not know that. Okay.
You would know that, so I'll tell you that.
Gotcha. Thank you for updating.
Yes.
Knowledge. Okay, here's a good question. Are there any other themes of knowledge I need to know about them that I
So-
would pick up on?
They are, in some ways, a mix of you. We have a wizard and a artificer in both of them, like in each of them.
Interesting. Okay, I was kind of wondering how they made this thing. Right. You know,
two
now that I think about it.
leaders, yes.
Totally forgot up until this moment.
Actually,
You know, funny enough, I think it blinked, because I might not have aided artificering as much right off the bat. Anyways, I might have forgotten one of them was an artificer now that I think about it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. They might see right through me and know that I wouldn't be able to make this thing. But
I think I'm not sure about this would be on you, Dav, since you know them, but would there be any chance they would take such an interest in Ira that they would try to keep him?
I mean, there's always a chance, right? I don't think anything we've dealt with is for sure.
I don't
From
expect
wh-
you to know right now, but if we were to, we'd need to be prepared.
I would assume, though, and just my gut feeling, if they already have that thing, why would they need Ira?
Well, also, if we go in with the thought of perhaps we will be allies, if we make it very clear he is linked to our ability to even function, I would hope that would be enough to not have it be a threat.
Though they would
unless
probably be
they
able
do become our enemies, which we'll have a lot more to worry about than Ira at that moment.
They actually probably would be able to recognize his armor being mishap afflicted. Yeah, I don't know. That's another risk to keep in mind.
Well, here's my question. Do you think your people would have enough knowledge on ancient magic to be able to figure out a way we can bring Ira with us?
Possibly. I was never anything I was privy to, but I don't know. I mean, Acheral is supposed to be a deliverer of knowledge that is beyond what any of us have been able to accomplish here. So I don't know what kind of knowledge Acheral itself has. And what it's bestowed to them. If
Because,
Acheral is
Oh,
what
sorry.
it is, what it says it is.
As I think my concern would be two things. The first would be, will they stay an ally, or I mean, I suppose we can play along however much we need to, though. Keep things neutral. I don't know how.
I mean, they invited me.
Yes. And then the other is, will it send us back? Although, will contacting them send us back? And although I
Right.
just don't know we don't know what the trigger is. I mean, I was looking over it last night again, and there was a portion where we did a lot of things for Euphemia and uncovering the curse for days and days and days, and we didn't get sent back. So I have
Yeah, I don't know
no
what it
idea.
is.
We could just be walking down the road and get sent back at this point. I
Which
don't
has
know.
happened.
Or it could be like we say a word and we don't say it for days, and all of a sudden we say it could be anything.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you've done
and-
it. Tomorrow.
No!
Oh, we figured it out.
Words.
That'd be crazy.
Yes.
It'd be hard. There's so many things that could happen or that could be. It's hard to parse out what it actually is, though. That's the only thing. Could be anything.
Yes.
I do think whether this is now or it's after a different stop, if we can get Vari to before Northport and get some sort of proof from her that we've contacted her, it would help with that, because if we lose
Yes.
Ira and we end up back, it's just our word again and we're back where we started.
Yes, Vari did say she could
Thinking about that
recognize
a
her own
lot.
craftsmanship. So
Right.
even if we were able to have her give us a little something, or I don't know, then
Some sort of proof.
yes, I think that's wise.
I mean, why don't we just jump back into a crack and come back here?
What if we get caught before that?
Or
What's
I mean,
happened
it would
before?
depend on how much do we want to seem like we're cooperative too.
Yeah.
You know,
I
we may
just-
want to be open about this is what happened and prepare to go jump into a crack after. I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on the situation.
Unfortunately, Lakeside is very far away, so at this point, everything we do is a risk until we get there.
Yes.
I don't see it being more of a risk or less, other than the time factor. But if you really think there's a chance we could get there and teleport, that changes a lot.
There's a chance we get there and we get information that helps us find a cure faster. I mean, we have so many unknowns. But
Well,
we...
Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I think you're done talking, I don't see your lips
Sorry.
moving, so sorry.
It's this, the cold's really getting to my throat up here. It's been a while. I've gotten
Oh.
so used to having to reach.
Apologies.
No, trust me, I understand all of these. This is why this whole time I've been fine passing up on all this, but something just makes me feel like there's so many things we don't know that by skipping something when we're here to take advantage of it is worse than the answers that we could find, you know?
Well,
And I would
think-
push that towards all of you guys. Sorry. I just want to add that too. Like, this is not a selfish thing by any means. I would rather skip this. But if we were near something of the Hags or Shadow Rock, or if we were in the middle of the forest, I would push to get it done because we were nearby it. If it was for one of y'all's things as well. So please don't think this is a selfish reason at all. I would rather not do this in the first place.
Well, I think that the fact that we only have 2 sources of ancient magic, and that is Hunric, and that is your people. So we will, I think, need to visit them sooner or later, because Hunric has given us everything he knows, and we're at a bit of a dead end until we can either procure any components for him, or, I mean, that's about it. So, I had thought to myself earlier, if it weren't for this mission in Ira and the threat of getting sent back without him, I would have thought maybe we should. But perhaps we should just operate like we normally do anyway. And hope for the best.
Another thought to put in the proverbial cauldron. That's maybe not the best one to use in this situation. Anyways, sorry. Maybe they help us get a Yeti art as well. I mean, if they're powerful enough, they don't like the Yetis and giants already. That's a potential ally.
Enemy. They might know where one is at the very least.
Yeah.
Winifred, you've been a bit quiet. You have a thought.
Not really. It's hard to know what to do because we're right here. We really should do it if we're right here, I think. Especially since this is so remote. Like, when it'd be so hard to get to if we didn't just appear here, that I think we should do it. But also, I don't know. What if something bad happens and something happens to Ira and then we're double in it, or even worse off than we were before? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to know. I think I don't know enough about all this area and everything else to really say much, but I don't know. I think if we're here, we probably should just do it because we're so out of the way. I don't know. It'd be hard to get here again. Unless we could teleport, but you know.
Working on it.
Same.
Mm. We'll see who gets there first. It's gonna be you, but that's okay.
It'll probably be me.
Yeah, it'll probably be you. Super cool wizard.
Oh, I will just ask him, and if he gives me away. It's not that cool. Yours would be pure innovation. Because of the ancient magic and the need to find answers for Ira, I say we try it.
Really?
What do we say about Ira, though? Can one of us wait with him or something? Will he wait with? We split up and no, it doesn't make sense.
No, that won't work
Yeah.
anyway. He will follow the most suspicious, and I just kind of smile at Ira.
You're really good at like vibe checking people. Just putting that out there.
Just stares back.
Alright.
No, Davril, I feel like the last few days, and well, frankly, ever since that I've gotten captured, I just think you've had a cooler head when you need to, and you've earned trust enough. I think we could probably navigate this. If you feel like you're in a place that you can navigate it, but I think you can.
You see the lip quiver just to chat. Yeah, it's really cold up here.
I actually didn't hear what you said. I'm so sorry because you coughed and I was trying to figure out what you said.
He's basically making an excuse like, "Oh, it's so cold up here," like while trying to cough.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
and then he specifically, you know, his eye, or not eyes, his eye alit with, you know, the one tear. He looks over to Euphemia. I think you guys can tell he knows it's Euphemia's family that's on the urgency. I think he is not going to press this if he doesn't have Euphemia's approval.
We have so few options. If you think this could get us where we need to go faster, I'm willing to try it.
If it doesn't, we've only wasted a day. It's a low risk. Well, time-wise.
I expect it will probably not go smoothly as we planned. Things never seem to.
You are the wise one.
But I think you're right about being here now.
This is a very odd place to be in for me. I'm just going to soak this in for a second. Not normally in the right side of things. Just
Well, look at that. You earn trust. It comes back to you.
it's
as this
nice. It's really
cycle.
funny.
Yes.
You can keep going with the compliments. It's a really, don't want to stop you short or anything.
The one thing I do need to ask you now, I think, before we continue forward, if they want you to advance in some way into whatever it is, or if they want you to make a commitment, what are you going to do? Are you ready for something like that? Do you think if you say, let me think about it, they will let you?
I don't know what they're going to think. I don't know about learning about the stone. I'm definitely not in a rush. We already talked about we don't know what the timeline does.
Yes.
So that would be my only reason necessarily for stopping wanting to learn about the stone. But you already know I'm not going to be one to be made to commit to anything.
Yes. Well, and honestly, learning a bit more about how you control your stone may be good, as we don't want any more danger to you.
If anything, I will tell them the truth. That I want to know what this is. If they ask what Akral's intentions are, who Akral is, before any sort of commitment could be made, but I would hope they would be allies in it. However, there's no commitment, there's no blood oath, there's no anything that I'm going to give them blindly that Akral can use on the other side without us knowing what it is. And I don't mind telling them that to their face if that's what it takes, though I'd like to use them as much as we can to get the information that will help you guys. Even if that means putting on a little bit more interest than is actual, if need be. I don't mind playing the part as long as you guys know it's not a regression by any means. I think you
It
guys
may
understand my... Good.
Well, it may even be good to bring up some of the arguments and concerns to see what they have to say, because if their excuses not excuses, but if the arguments fall flat, then we sort of know already what we think. But if there's merit to something.
And if they're having issues with Akral here, they're going to be a little bit more desperate than the others are.
I mean, that's why it feels a bit safer to do it here, too.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's a risk no matter what, but it doesn't feel quite so foolish.
It's got to be a time that eventually we start making moves.
All right. Well, in the morning, then let's do it.
Thank you.
I mean, you have been there to help us when we needed it, so we'll do the same.
The wound has you know, drawn to a Scour, you know, from my hometown. But it was weird not to find anything there.
You may find some answers there.
You know, I kind of got thinking about something kind of interesting. These vaults. The wizards here. I mean, if they're 4 parts, seems like all of us have come from different parts of this realm as well. Just curious if maybe looking into these wizards more might turn up some answers into our own issues as well.
Well,
with
seems like
mishaps or,
Varus
like-
is already linked.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah. You with like mishaps or just like in general?
in general, I didn't really connect that, you know, one was up here. Be interested if they had any involvement with alcohol, or at least ancient magic. I mean, they might have if they had to create this world. Yours with grave robbers. I mean, if we're worried about how plants and healing has changed, maybe one was more invested in the nature down south. Whatever happened in Northport?
Yes, I mean, it's a good theory to look into. We could try and add that to some of our research lists when we're near library. And I'm sure if we make it to the vaults, there will be something about Aldor. So,
I would assume so.
yes. All right. So, for travel, if it's not that far out, I wonder if once we get off from the encampment and we go off the road, do we want to be more stealthy like your spells, Euphemia, to make sure we don't attract attention? Or
We could. Let me double check. I don't remember how long that lasts.
1 hour.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was 10 minutes or an hour. I was sitting there going like, that's gonna be annoying if it's 10 minutes. But
Please hold.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's an hour.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
I was like,
mean,
did he play
yeah.
yesterday? Can't remember now.
That's right, you did. We could certainly use it. I don't want to attract any more attention from giants in the
Yes.
lake. I think we need to keep a low profile.
Yes.
I hadn't thought about that one as well. It's funny enough, a non-magical one. Being up here, we can talk to Irma and maybe the town. There are things called snow boots. They're basically tennis rackets you put on your feet. Makes it a lot quieter and able to walk on top of the snow. It's what hunters wear. I know, non-magical, it's not fun, it's boring, but
Who are you?
I know. I'm a new man.
What's
I think-
tennis?
You know,
Can you
like
please explain tennis?
cricket and stuff. It was in a book. It's a theory. It never was actually, you know, put
Tennis
into
theory.
Tennis theory.
You don't write theory, you don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's an arcane theory about the back and forth of the tension of nature versus arcane, but you know, the tennis of.
How do shoes look like that? Anyway, it's fine.
30 more minutes of a theory of
I'll draw.
Yeah.
And she like draws what they thinks they look like that, like this. Like,
I
Perfect.
imagine
asking. Well,
I mean, if you're gonna hold it in your hand, yeah, I guess you would need a handle. I think that'd be perfect.
Var's like
Eleanor's like-
scrubbing through this so fast. Like, oh my gosh.
these losers.
Eleonora
yeah.
just like looks at him and goes, We played a game like that at my home. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure this exists.
I feel like her family's house in Rye is like has little tennis like
Oh,
corners.
They
Yeah.
have a court, yeah, for sure.
Eleanor goes, we have badminton. We could
Yeah.
make
Sounds
that work.
similar.
Yeah.
It's the Wimbledon courts. We might be able to do something there. Anyway.
In the Mishaps epilogue, Eleanor just starts the game of tennis.
She would
The
make a
mother
great
of tennis.
coach, honestly.
She would.
She would make a great coach. She would whip people into shape so fast.
Yes.
Just Winnie up there. Deuce love.
Rachel, you get a bless.
Thanks. Yay.
Wow, guys, we deep dived that one hard.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good inside joke. Let's
There we
keep it. All right. Well, do you know if they're expensive?
No good.
That would be.
Don't even know if they have them. Just a thought.
Oh, all right.
That's the thing I was thinking about making if we had enough time. And I mean, it's wood and string, really. But I'm sure
Oh,
the
we
hunters
make them.
here.
How long would you take to make them if no one has them?
I mean, if we go out tonight, find the materials, but it's a small town.
Irma
But I don't
comes
think-
wandering in really slow. If you'd like some help for materials, I do have this saved up, and she'll hand over 5 gold to you as a little bit of a contribution.
Oh,
Thank you for the
I
raid
don't
on
know
Just
if I
Studios for
Yay.
coming in here.
Thank
with your community. We
you.
appreciate you. Thank you so
Aw.
much.
This just would be so unjust if I took this from you. I'm not sure if I
Please,
could.
You
I mean,
must. You must.
Irma, I really do. All right. Irma,
Adieu.
do you know of any snowshoes or hunters around here that might have? I actually think I asked you this last time. I don't remember. Or something we might be able to construct something with.
Well, you would certainly be welcome to take my husband's old snow boots. Like those. Potentially there might be some other people who would be selling some or have extras. But... Materials? I don't know how quickly you could make that.
Yeah.
But here, I'll go get them. And she goes and turns and walks towards the closet.
I just look at the other like, is it wrong, dude? He looks at Eleanor. He's like, that's polite or not.
She probably wants to help.
I mean, he doesn't need him technically. He just whispers over to Eleanor.
It sometimes gives people a sense of purpose to provide help.
Yeah,
So I
okay,
think it's
right.
all right to accept the generosity.
It's the first time I've ever felt bad about mooching off of someone. It's
Oh,
something
good.
sweet Irma, you know.
Hold on to that feeling.
Yeah.
Do you think Ira's gonna need a pair too?
Yeah, when we watch him walk, how far does he sink into the snow?
He sinks a little bit, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember him
Yeah.
sinking, so that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a double pair. To be honest, though, he walks a lot lighter than I thought he would.
Well, here's the question: would he let us put
That's
it on him?
thing I was.
Sure.
Put little shoeies on him.
Ira, you let us give you snowshoes, right?
There's you.
I think someone else is going to have to ask.
We'll see.
If he sees us putting them on, maybe he'll go along with it. I don't know.
I feel like if we can walk faster than him and he's supposed to follow us, he'll probably. I don't know. Maybe not, but. Like if we can walk faster in the snow, then.
Yes. Well, do we want to look and see? And we'll prepare otherwise for other magical ways to be quiet as well.
Yeah, I can be ready with that if we need it.
Sure, that'd be great. All right. Mark, could we just go out and see? How do you want to do that?
Yeah, if you want to wander and see if you can talk to some people, and again, they don't really have a ton of supplies up here, like a
Yeah.
general, but you can certainly attempt to try it if you would like to.
Yeah, we'll look around and see if anybody's like looks outdoorsy maybe, or
Okay.
even like the innkeeper or something like that. Check a few places.
So
Mhm.
we can fast track this a little bit. Highs or lows for you
Yeah.
on this one?
I keep it guessing and I guess wrong every time. Someone else.
Low.
Guys. Oh.
Who's
Same
going?
time.
Who's going?
Yeah.
To look for stuff? Or, sorry,
And
what are we
who's
doing?
going out to look for
Oh,
these
I
Oh.
will.
shoes?
I'll go.
I will.
Eleanor's definitely going with
Eleanor's
whoever's
going.
who's doing
Rachel, who highs or lows?
No, wait, Kelly. She's coming with me too.
it. Yeah.
I am.
Okay,
And I
Callie,
say highs.
you say highs.
Highs.
All
Yeah.
right. So you head out and scour around, and you find that these people are actually very kind and very helpful, and you are able to find 4 pairs of snowshoes.
Wow.
It was highs, wasn't it?
They speak
I felt
Winnie's
it in my
language.
They're
We didn't
very
even need
ki-
Eleanor to persuade. They talk Winnie here.
Oh,
It's
nice.
They are very kind-hearted people, very willing to help you all out, and you are able to find 4 pairs of snowshoes that you can purchase for.
Oh, you'll betcha I
2
got a
gold
good
each.
pair back there.
2 gold per pair.
Wow, that's perfect. Okay,
Perfect. We
so
did it.
that's awesome.
So 8 gold,
totally-
mark that off, and you are now acquired 5 total because Irma gave you Howard's, and then 4 you just
Yes.
bought off people. I rolled the
We have a
D4
pair
to
of
see how
Ira.
many you get, and I rolled a 4 because
That's amazing.
Yes!
So convinced
that
Ira
worked out
to put
real
them
nice.
Well, yeah, there. You just take this there. It's fine. You don't even need to bring it back. It's all good.
You bought them, so they're yours.
on. Yeah,
It's true.
they're ours now.
I was trying to write snowshoes in my inventory, and I just wrote snows.
No,
Oh yeah, that's what we call them.
Sometimes
Snow
I'll do
snows.
shoe
Yeah.
shoes.
Shoe shoes and snows. Good times.
Yeah.
They got them like
You need to
written
put
in there
that
from
in.
like a kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
that just means that 2 of you have 2 right foots and 2 of you have 2 left foots. You
Yes.
gotta mix it
There
up.
we go.
Snow
Yeah.
shoe. Yeah. Perfect.
That's awesome. Cool. I subtracted it.
All right.
Paid them gratefully.
Like I said, ice walls it's cold, but we will look out for each other here.
Yeah, very nice. It's lovely to see. Well, do we have anything else we need to prepare for?
Berries. We have food.
We have firewood for enough for 5 days, I think, now.
Mhm. Do we need more torches? Do we use any of our torches? I can't remember if we used them or not.
We didn't need
Okay.
to.
I didn't end up doing it.
Mm.
Down as I was to do it.
Hello!
I just didn't want to carry them anymore, really. That's what it come down to.
You just
think-
need to learn the spell create bonfire. And
I know.
True.
Yeah, and have it blow up on us every time.
Right?
Hey.
It's a spell I can do. I just think that the component is expensive.
What's the component?
Great bonfire, that's a cantrip.
I think
Oh,
it's a
is it?
cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a cantrip.
It's for free.
I have to wait to take it.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
wait till
There's another one that.
Yeah, there's a
cantrip
spell
switching
version.
opportunity.
Mm-hmm. There's another spell that's like create fire or something. Oh,
Mhm.
continual flame. That one has a higher component.
Oh yeah. Well, and isn't that one we realized it didn't even have any heat? It's just a light source.
I think it's just a light source.
yeah.
Oh, that's lame.
We did it! We're gonna stay warm. And just
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
survive. Oh no.
I mean, I think that was included in the game to not be game breaking as a flame you can't put out.
True.
Right.
I mean, if you can't move it, I don't know how that game breaker.
Starts the fire, and then the fire can spread.
That's true. That's true.
Uh-oh. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, it's too late to start a potion now. So.
All right. Well, let's mentally prepare and see if we. We'll just take the risk together, and we'll see what happens.
So, you have the night. Irma again provides a nice meal. She has some delicious chicken and veggies that she provides for you, and
Oh, nice.
I'm never leaving.
perfectly seasoned. She does make sure, Dav, you eat your vegetables. It's very important. You don't push those to the side.
It's fine, but it's. I need carbs for fighting and stuff. All right, yes, ma'am.
Here's a rule, but also vegetables, of course.
Eleanor's just smirking, enjoying that she doesn't have to mother him tonight. It's someone else doing it.
She like is standing next to you in the chair and that like reaches up to tussle your hair a little bit because you're still like kind of tall compared to her. But
He lets it.
you get a nice warm fire crackling house and has the cots all set up around the area, so you're all relatively within reach of the warmth of the fire. Ira stands in the corner, ominously staring with a big glow in his eyes and all the nodes on his body.
Like a blanket over him or something.
Will not let you put a blanket over him.
Goes into attack mode already. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Question: do they, or does she have a picture anywhere of her and her husband?
Irma?
If I look around her house.
Why don't you give me a perception roll?
Okay. Perception. 14, I think, or 15.
Yep. You have a bless too, if you want.
14. Sure, I'll use the bless for funsies.
Yep.
16.
Are you digging or just looking?
She's digging through her stuff.
You rooting around any, or are you just looking?
Maybe on my watch I might. Well, no, I won't actually. I would if I was curious, but I'm not curious. No, I don't dig around. I might maybe open a drawer or two, but no.
Okay. So
I was gonna say during like the downtime, especially like because he would have like made her sit down and put a blanket over her, like she's done so much. He would have been asking her stories of Howard and of them. So if that would help her eventually bring out a picture or something like that.
I mean, there is a picture of her that you do eventually see that is like placed on her bedside table, and you see it's a younger picture of her and Howard from years ago, years and years ago, and like she's kept it there in this time. That's the only picture
Okay.
you find.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna get a really good look at it.
Okay.
Save it for my watch later.
Sounds good. Anything else y'all want to do before sleeping, or?
I think we'd still set up a watch rotation for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anyone gonna charge Ira?
Oh, right. Thank you for the reminder. I can for sure.
Okay, I have spells too. I have a lot.
Oh. Okay, maybe you and me can go. We can take him outside of town.
Yeah, I would take him out a little ways.
Yeah.
Do you all come, or do you just try to get just you guys to come?
Yeah, don't you guys need to talk about what you're talking about earlier?
What?
Well, you and
Oh.
Euphemia went off to talk about something, and he came after. You guys could talk
no,
about
we
it
were
again if you want.
going to contact Edison, but it didn't work.
Right.
Well, maybe all of us should go just in case something horrible happens.
He just kind of does this when you say no. Like, okay.
Okay, so you all go.
We're gonna take a little hike before bed. Yes.
Or he's just watching, like, and how did they survive?
All right. You take him outside of the town, all 4 of you. Oh, and they're waiting for you to charge him.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to?
What's the mishap level feel like at the moment?
It is currently at medium.
You can go first.
Sure. 4th level!
All right. Forget what number I have for notes.
I'm teaching Winnie how to walk properly with the snowshoes on because you have to like walk really weirdly.
She's falling. No, I'm just kidding. She does okay.
We're all gonna be so
pretty
sore
dexterous.
from walking weird.
Right. Let's spike up an extreme level with that. Let me roll for the mishap chance. Surprisingly, no mishap though on that spike.
Wow.
Okay.
I sort of look apologetically at Euphemia.
She told you to go on purpose.
I'm
She
sure
just
she
shakes her
did.
head. She shrugs. It's like I have a big one I can do too. So I'll do also a 4th level.
4th level. All right.
You stepped back, I assume, Eleonora. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your spell goes off. You add in some more time, and you do get a mishap as well.
As expected.
As expected.
Pile 'em on, baby.
All right. You feel like a blessing of luck has fallen upon you for the time being.
Amazing.
It is
Another
amazing.
good one?
It is a
What?
very benevolent one. Yes. Mercy mark.
You feel that right at the same time as like he swore the snowball was gonna hit you like direct on and just like falls at your feet. Dang it.
Looks
That was
fun.
not the intention I wanted.
Did you throw that at me?
Yeah?
I'm helping Ira right now.
Yeah. He starts making another snowball. And
What if you distracted me in the middle of casting?
no, I timed it to be afterwards. And I throw one at Eleanor.
Wait. Yeah, because she really hasn't been in the snow before. I'm just realizing.
I
Oh
know,
dear.
She's like, did you seriously just launch that at me? What?
I was like, I don't know. Who knows what a snowball fight?
It's not like they have sand fights that.
Oof.
Does
That's
it?
so much worse.
There's just a rock in
Oh
there.
no!
We go until someone knocks out.
It's some
Until they suffocate
sand in
from all the
the
dust in
eye,
their lungs.
scratch
Ow,
corneas.
right.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Everybody's just like scratched, yeah. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. What is the meaning of that?
Winnie, you're on my team. Just start throwing her snowballs to chuck at them.
Oh,
You throw it at him.
I'm trying to think of shit. Hold on.
It's fun.
Yeah, does it snow in Lakeside?
You would have experienced some snow at some point. Not much, but a little
Okay.
bit.
No, I'm
What
trying to
about
think if she would
Edgeport?
participate or not.
Edgeport would
Yeah.
definitely have it from time to time too, a little bit.
I think she would gather one like and then kind of just like toss it at Eleanor and just see like she's like kind
Is
of thing.
it-
Like, she doesn't want to throw it out, but she's like, hey, like
Like your hand, like.
yeah, like look, it's fun.
These are the worst. He just turns around and starts walking away.
I don't understand what just happened.
You're supposed to
Fine.
like throw, put ball of snow up and you throw it at somebody because it kind of just breaks apart. And it's not like a painful thing necessarily, unless someone throws you one like in the face, and that hurts real bad because just has ice chunks in it. Oh, it hurts. You know, but
So it's like a game.
you're just supposed to like hit people with it. You know.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, people get excited when it snows sometimes because it's like fun. You know, you can like roll around in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
I bet you guys
that's
know
very-
you can't make sand balls and so. I don't know if anyone got
No.
excited with his sand out. So
No, that would be quite
Yeah, all
horrific.
I was gonna do the saddest thing ever. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay. If you roll
Yep.
for that.
Yep.
You're making a snowball with it.
No mishap.
He just starts having a snowball fight with himself, like real lazily with Mage Hand, and I'm just throwing it at the Mage Hand on the way back.
if Winnie sees that, she'll go start to like snowball fight with him. She just didn't want to do it on his team, just pelt the other two. That felt bad. So she'll start going to try. And, like,
It's not
hit
the
him.
same, Winnie. It's a pity fight now.
I think actually, wait, Winnie would sneak up behind him and put snow down his shirt and be like, ah.
And you probably
Just
could sneak up
just
on
a little
him,
bit.
too.
Okay, now it's
Yeah, just a
fun.
little bit. Not like a lot, just like a little chunk of it.
You get a Mage Hand worth of snow dumped on you.
Okay. Ah.
It's not much.
It's not much.
It's
They got
I-
balls.
the sad
would
thing
like-
for Mage Hand is it's like 10 pounds of pressure, so it's like hardly actually.
Yeah,
the
it's not much
worst.
though.
It's the
Like,
worst.
a
like,
little dusty.
the softest throw ever.
The hand can't attack, so it's just.
It's just like floats
Yeah.
like this tiny bit of snow and barely goes anywhere.
He like puts it over his head and
Yeah.
just dumps it on his.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's essentially you drop it.
He loves the snow, so yeah, this is like he loves it.
I might lag behind with Ira, and I do like watching it. I want to like do a snowball.
You
I
throw
want to make one.
a snowball, or are you just making one?
I'm just making one and holding it.
Okay.
And when there's a time where things settle down, I want to try and aim one right at the back of Dev's head.
All right. Sure, give me an attack roll.
Okay. I
Uh,
hope it works. I don't know if it
The
will.
nat 20.
first roll a stealth roll against Dav's passive, just to see if you pass it, and then
there
you'll
you
get
go.
advantage.
Sure.
You'll get advantage if he's not aware of you.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's not
I don't
easy.
think I got a stealth. I got like a 4.
Is that your dice plus your stealth?
I don't have stealth. I got 0
Oh.
dex, my man.
Oh.
I'm not
Buddy.
a stealthy girl.
Is this worth your reroll?
No.
Okay.
Although, did I really have to use my bless on the perception roll? Since then you said we brought it anywhere. Did I actually go to look for that picture? Because I could use my bless, so I didn't actually use it.
You
That must be
looked for, you saw it with the bless. You saw it with.
Oh,
bless.
okay. I didn't know if it was the same because then we were talking about Dab doing something later.
I need to tell you,
okay.
floor's not going to get you there anyway.
Oh, that's true. That's a great
Yeah.
point. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'll just roll a normal.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
straight roll now.
Yeah.
He is aware of your presence, making that snowball. He sees it out of the corner of his eye.
Okay.
He just does one of these, like, bring it on.
I don't think I hit. What do I use? A
Dex.
dex?
You're 0
Yeah,
dex.
I rolled a 10.
Yep.
I rolled a 10.
You are clearly someone who's not used to throwing snowballs, as it just
It looks really stupid.
it's very poorly packed together and just like turns into just like flakes as it flies and just explodes midair essentially.
Rookie mistake.
In the spirit of snow.
Here, I'll show you how to do it. I'll walk over and like show you like how to like compress it. These are that's how you make a snowball.
Oh.
There's just something fun about pegging your friend in the back of the head when they're not expecting it. There's no harm, no foul. It doesn't hurt anything usually. Sometimes on a cold night, don't pick up a snowball. It's already been done. But you know,
I feel like Julian would enjoy this.
Julian would love this.
So I'll just try one more time just to make a snowball to see if it works. I don't know if I'll throw it at anybody.
Sure.
Does my snowball look better?
Yes, you've been trained now. You can make a snowball a little better.
Formal training.
You are
Hooray!
proficient in snowball.
You've
You're
learned to
gonna
make a
add that on
snowball.
my character sheet now.
Snowball
Here,
making skill. Yes.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
just shove Eleanor and start running away, like laughing like a hysterical little kid, and just
Oh
see
my
if she hits him.
Okay, I do hit him.
All right, roll again.
Uh, 11.
He pretends like as it hits his feet, like near his feet. Oh, you got me. Oh, just falls into the snow.
There we go.
The snow wizard has fallen.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful.
Thank you guys for coming with me up here. Sometimes you gotta remember why you're doing all this.
Sure.
All right, let's go inside. I gotta snow down my shirt.
It's just water now, mostly, right?
Yeah.
So,
You guys come back to Irma, just kind of standing by the door. He has hot cocoa prepared for all of you.
that's
Oh,
very sweet.
she's
Cute.
the
Oh
best.
my gosh.
We shall protect Irma at all costs.
I know.
Four little mugs
Thank
of hot
you, Miss
cocoa there
Irma.
for you.
Aw. Do they have
Aw.
marshmallows in them?
No, she doesn't have the ability to get marshmallows up here. I'm sorry.
Oh, that
That's a-
actually makes a lot of sense.
It's an expensive import, I feel.
Yep. Sorry.
No mercy, Mark. Wow.
I know. I'm a little rude.
So rude.
I think go ahead.
Sorry. Is Twitch being weird for you guys? I think it seems like everyone's in chat, but I randomly can't get into chat or post anything. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not.
No,
It just doesn't
looks
work.
good. I think your Twitch is being weird.
Okay, well, that's fine.
You can try
Sorry.
reloading it, or yeah.
Yeah, it's just stuck on a spinning wheel. But
Oh.
That was
okay.
mine last week. It got weird.
You are
Oh,
being
that's-
yelled at to not ignore chat. And yeah,
You monster.
I'm so sorry.
you have let them down.
Okay, anyway, but yeah, the hot cocoa is much appreciated.
That will stir the fire a bit so it kind of warms up the inside, knowing his friends aren't from here. And kind of do
I
the
know, I
trick
feel like-
of
She's got like her mug like here to like breathe like the warm air.
they'll take their jackets and warm them up by the fire for like 30 minutes before giving them back so they're nice and warm and they can dry up. He knows all the little tricks. Yeah, put your boots
Aw.
by, but not close enough so they burn. Trust me, you do not want burnt, People think of the word. The ties.
So good. I like
Oh, laces. Yeah.
Laces, yeah. They become slip-ons at that point.
Or slip offs without the laces.
So, you guys doing your watch as you said?
Yes.
Anything specific you want to do on your watch?
I think Winnie would, she would be spending her whole watch basically drawing like a nice picture of like kind of the mountains that we saw, so it's a nice landscape. And then she would like take the piece of paper and make it into a card and then write a little thank you note to Irma and like thank her for like the hot chocolate and stuff like that. And then like, yeah, and then leave room at the bottom if anyone else wants to sign it. So that way, like
you.
tomorrow, so she'll leave some space for it. So yeah, she'll be doing that.
All right. Kind of you.
I think Dav would have convinced you guys to let him do the first watch. Forget what we usually do. I think he generally does it anyway,
You are
but
usually.
he would want to stay up as long as he can with Irma till she's like getting tired. But he's asking her stories and all these things, and then as you guys are heading to bed, and before she does, he would ask her to lead him in a joint Dalmane prayer.
Sure.
And he doesn't normally do this, not around them. But he does have performance as his dancing before, and he used to sing before his injury. And so I think he would actually sing to her a hymn or like a Dalmane prayer that he's picked up from Winnie's book there, and kind of like old memories, and just something to kind of sing her to bed.
Sure. I'll roll for that. Risking that one on
Sure.
performance.
Yeah.
Just the most cringy thing she's ever experienced in her many years.
That's a nice
pizza. Pizza pepperoni. Using Maria roll.
Use that reroll.
Oh my gosh.
It's worth it.
You have blessed too, I think, don't you?
Does
No,
not.
Oh, no, you don't.
I
Never mind,
think
you
so.
don't.
That's all right. I went from a 9, cleared his throat, to a 22.
Yeah, I mean, the hot cocoa kind of clogged up your throat a little bit, but much better once you clear your throat. Yeah.
Everyone wakes up to the off-tune thing for a second.
It's a very kind way for Irma to head off to sleep.
I'll spend the whole hour just thanking Dalmane for Irma and his friends. And trying his best in that hour to let go of the unforgiveness he's held on to. This whole time.
Right.
I like up the next person.
Anybody else have anything they'd like to do on their watch?
Yeah, I'll sign the card that Winnie put down, and I'm gonna add some pressed flowers to the card inside from somewhere that I've collected. And then I think she's probably gonna spend the rest of her watch looking at like her family pictures again. And I think she's kind of been really focused on just getting to Northport and figuring that out. But there's a part of her that just is like moving all these different pieces and trying to like picture her mom and hope that she's okay, but also worried a little bit about us getting jumped back or running into trouble while we're out. So it's a lot of just like spinning, I think.
Yeah. Eleanor, anything from you?
Yeah, if I could, I would. Well, I'd write death as normal. We had a lot that happened in the day to kind of outline, and then I would try my best to I tried to really study the picture, so I'll try my best to draw like a copy almost of that picture of Irma and her husband.
Okay. Why don't you give me a check on that one?
Sure. What do I do?
Do dex for that?
In the past, she let me use my charisma because she's actually good at it. Or performance. I don't know. She's talented at drawing, so I don't know if you'd give me
I'll give you proficiency on it, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. I'm like, that's rude because I have a 0 dex modifier.
It's like a 1.
I'll
It's
give
like
you-
horrible drawing.
Proficiency on it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, look terrible.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Mm.
So
All right.
I'm not giving it. I just
Okay.
signed the
Crumples it
card.
up.
Aw.
That's fine. It's
Your
fine.
just hands are just a little too cold, you know. That's all it
It's
is.
too cold.
The dice are not on your side, I guess, today.
I rolled horrible all day. Yeah, so I probably realize it's not working pretty early, so I will write a nice note in the card instead, just thanking her for her kindness, and then I want to spend the rest of my watch reading my new Ismeda book and see if I can glean some information about the people who have decided that they are my enemies.
Sure. So yeah, you got a little bit of
That's very
time
good.
with that. It's not a ton of time on your watch, but you got a little bit. So why don't you just roll an investigation roll, and I'll see if there's anything of interest that you discover.
Okay. 14.
14. So it's a lot of information is already known to you as you're going through it. Like she's in the hold, the ruler of the hold, judge of the souls of the dead. You do read about she has her father Horith, who was the former one with the role, and she took over after him. But he died as the god of that role years and years and years ago, like from creation of existence. And you would also see a note that Kithode are kind of a relative of Kithorek, which Winnie is, are a race that were specifically made to be like her race. Like they were meant to be hers. And yeah, fine.
Okay. Did it say how Horith died?
I believe he was believed to have been murdered. Oh wait, let me double check. No, where's my note on that? My other note in the wrong section. Or there he is. Do not have enough notes. I need to flesh these out a little more. One more place
Do you
to
want me to
check.
help you?
I think I know. I just want to make sure I get the right thing.
Sure.
So
The archivist might help you out here.
So
with
he-
me.
Horith died in the war against Rotendo, and it was again Rotendo was trying to destroy the world or all of existence, and Horith died in that battle. So that's what you found out.
And not the one that Death is talking about.
No, this is
Like-
years and years and years, thousands of years ago that this battle took place.
Okay.
Okay. Actually answers the question I had put together from my studies earlier today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was about Rotendo, and I saw chaos energy attributed to it, and I was like, chaos energy? That sounds like a mishap.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
And then I was like, thousands of years, never mind. I was like, how soon
Yeah.
before the shutter did this? Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, perfect. That is helpful. Yeah, so I just kind of taken some notes and studying that.
All right. So, morning comes, new day. Hear an alarm go off, and you all awaken the next morning. It is very snowy. There is like a bit of a
Okay.
blizzard that's hit the area today,
I'm
Oof.
wondering. We'd run into some weather.
and yeah, quite snowy, quite snowy. But that's what we're gonna go take a break at that point. And you guys can get ready for whatever you want to do today. Whatever that may look like. So stick around, everybody. We will be back here real soon. Do our second half. Just a reminder too, if anybody does still want to donate, !donate for St. Jude. They did reach the group collective goal, which is awesome.
Nice.
Super great. So thank you for everyone who participated in that, or being here too is awesome. But we'll be right back and see you all real soon.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Hi, friends. We're back. Part 2. Blizzarding outside. Not real life. In fake life. D&D life.
That's too real.
But yeah, it's a blizzard outside as they wake up on the 21st day of the month, which you guys would know would be like a Monday. So,
Perfect.
Oh,
early in the week. The best type of Mondays when it's really
Real Monday energy.
awful weather. And
Yeah.
you guys
would
go?
Mondays feel like a Monday if we were adventure? I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole.
I
I
mean,
feel like every day would feel like
society
Monday.
functions like it's a Monday. People,
That's fair. That's fair.
the weekend just happened for things, so.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that helps.
But yeah. You guys all wake up. Eleanor's already been up. What do you guys want to do today? See the
I would
snow
just
and be like,
quick.
we're taking the day off.
What?
You see the snow and you're like, I'm taking the day off. Falling in
Yeah,
snow.
never
Okay.
mind. Too cold.
I mean,
I
what
would
is this
just,
day off? We don't have that up here.
I would just check in with Zydron. Yeah, Zydron.
Zydron, okay.
If he doesn't have anything, that's fine. I just do every few days.
Yeah, he has no updates.
Bring them up during break, and that's all Rachel can think about.
I should miss him. I mean, I do miss him. He's your desert husband, everybody.
He is.
We need him back.
I get back
Work
on.
husband of D&D.
And then I would see if Euphemia wants to talk to Edison, but we can also wait.
She'll shake her head and just say, "I want to see what happens first."
I'll just check in with Edison too and tell him we made it to Icewall and have a direction, just so he knows we're alive and we're still here and stuff.
He'll ask where you're going.
I'll tell him we might know of someone outside the city that might be able to help us get somewhere quick.
Hey, good luck with that.
Thank you very much. Anything else that you have for updates?
No updates at this point.
Good luck on your end too.
The sparks are flying.
Me and Edison, I'm gonna steal her,
Yeah.
man.
Eleanor steals Edison, yeah.
Like, Edison, I just want to say you're just so sacrificial and
I'm
very
right on
handsome.
behalf
Whoever
of
said that.
Euphemia right now, and that's just you writing him.
I've seen Wicked. I can
Pretends
see
the whole
this.
time.
Oh my god.
Catfishes him, no!
Yeah, she
Uh-oh.
There's so many
Wow.
responsibilities with that book. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, wow,
Uh.
you're having Eleanor write this, Euphemia? My goodness.
Right? Ooh. This proxy conversation.
Why are you suddenly so eloquent in your words?
So good
Euphemia?
at this. Where
Dude.
did you get this charisma?
Did you just write me a poem? That's interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Shakespeare, really? Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we have our little card and stuff to give her, Irma.
Oh, this is just wonderful. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoy your stay. You plan to stay another day. You're not going out in this weather, are you?
I mean, fortunately, time is not really on our side. I think we're going to have to risk it.
Well, I will certainly be in prayer for you, but please reconsider.
Just look
Is
at
the
the
weather
others.
that bad?
It's a pretty nasty blizzard out today. I rolled very
Oh.
low on the scale of good weather to bad weather.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be looking at Dav because I don't know enough about.
I don't know either. Is it very
Yeah.
hard to travel?
Michael's looking at the DM trying to get a gauge on that. With Dad's perspective.
I mean, it's bad weather, so it will definitely make your trip more difficult. Thankfully, it's at least the first landmark is easy to get to for you.
Enough to overcome like our resistances that we have, like with our clothes and like
It might
and stuff
prove
like that, like-
challenging at times.
yeah.
So, it's up to you guys if you want to risk it or take another day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, up here, storms can be such as deadly as giants can, but it's whether we want to deem it worthy of the risk or not.
Yeah, I think I would leave that up to you because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know, I know the desert and the dangers and what to risk and what not to. I don't understand this land.
Well, imagine walking through a sandstorm the whole way. That doesn't get a break from night until it's over.
Does the weather
Maybe.
change pretty frequently? Like, if we wait like to the afternoon, because it's the first landmark, will take less long to get to. Do we want to like
That's
set
true.
out a little later, like even, or do you think it'll stay the same all day?
Question, Mark.
Yes.
This druid craft ability I have, would it like play out? It says that I can predict what the weather will be at my location for the next 24 hours. Like, would it play out like over time so I would know if it has an end?
So you would get 24 hours of the time. So
Okay. I'll just kind of pipe up and say I could maybe check how long it will last.
Yeah, I think that'd be good
Oh.
if you can.
I'll go outside to do it. Well, yeah, I'll step outside to do it.
Okay. Step out
Just in
into the
case.
nasty snowstorm.
Yep.
Cast this.
She's gonna hate this.
All right, that's just the cantrip, right?
Yeah, it's Druidcraft.
All right. Let me roll for mishap. Chance on that. No mishap.
Hey. It's basically just like a visual indicator of what the weather will be for the next 24 hours.
Okay. So you do get a sense that the next day will improve. So as the day goes on, closer to evening, it would prove to be a nicer day at the end of
Okay.
that 24 hours.
Okay.
So
I'll,
tomorrow
like-
will be nice.
Right. Yeah. I'll come back inside and like slam the door. Just it should get better tomorrow.
Maybe it would
Well.
be best to wait then.
If you're using the sandstorm analogy, I would not go out. So
If you were all experienced from here, maybe, but the fact that we're not and we have limited resources, I'd probably say we should wait.
sure.
I don't know that anything would be worse than getting lost in this.
Yes.
So I was just thinking.
All right.
I kind of just look at you, Fema, just whispered, sorry.
She'll just shake her head at you. She'll ask Irma, do you mind if I use your kitchen for a bit?
You are
Like a
absolutely
potion.
welcome to use it, of course.
She'll just kind of like say, I'll be in there and get started on one. Not another
The
word.
potion she's been dying to make
I
this
know.
whole time.
Yes.
I know. She's like, finally.
I'll go help you. I'll help Euphemia too, since that helps with rolls and stuff. So
Okay, cool.
she'll go.
What are the other ones doing? I guess if you're not planning on leaving today.
Just want to make sure there's nothing else I would do that much of. I would try, or I might just read my book, I guess, and see if I can glean anything else since we're here.
All right. Sounds good. Dav, anything from you?
Did we talk about whether? I feel like we did. Didn't Dav say he was going to hold on to Bless for another level to not force Winnie to?
We did talk about it.
Yeah, because then she's holding on to the 2 cure spells, right?
Yeah, I should
Yeah,
cure
okay.
wounds and healing word, and so I could get rid of one of them if
Nope.
you guys want. But okay.
I think it's perfect. I just couldn't remember where I stood on that. I think he would between just taking out like the jewelry sets again and the Horde Hunters, kind of showing them off to not Heidi, Irma a little bit. He scratches out the 3rd H on one of them, like Heidi doesn't get one. I think he would just look about, seeing if he can fix anything in the house. If there's, especially the blizzard, if there's any cold spots, cold drafts, things things he can patch up at the house, or just helping her out.
Sounds good. Yeah, so why don't we do some rolls for this then?
Whoa.
We'll do Dav for. I'll let you choose tinkerers, or if you have wood workers tools, do that. Either one of those would be acceptable. Euphemia, you can do your herbalism kit with advantage, and then investigation from you, Eleonora.
Use Tinkerer's tools. Natural 2026.
Very nice.
Yay.
You know, I was going to become like a roof batcher before, deciding Monster Hunter, but
Yeah, there's definitely some things like some windows that are crafty, and you can fix up a good amount of things pretty easily, just like simple fixes that she just hasn't been able to get to in her time.
Oh, it's
whispering
really
to
nice.
himself, can't believe I forgot they were artificers. No wonder I know half these skills.
He blocked out like a bunch of his memories. Is all coming back now.
Euphemia, what'd you get?
25.
Very nice.
Great.
Let me look at one thing. That. This was not a nat 20 for you. This was a regular 20.
No,
A regular
it was
25.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, your potion looks like it's coming along perfectly.
Good.
Then Eleonora. Investigation.
15.
Cool. So, as you continue to read about Ismaida, I mean, you pick up that she greatly hates majority of necromancy. I mean, find the things about her description being like hair that's floating and has like starlight specks in it, like a night sky kind of. See anything else? You do pick up that a lot of this information is a little like older. All the stuff is from before the shutter. You pick up this is all at least probably 10 years old or so. Book was written or information it goes back to. One thing you do find of interest is she does have the ability to resurrect a person as long as the soul is available some way. She can resurrect anybody at will. So
Interesting.
that is an ability she has.
Who's this again?
Maida.
Ismaida.
Ah.
Does it give any reason why she can do that? I guess that wouldn't be necromancy though, huh? Like what about necromancy does she hate, I guess? Like
So she controls like the souls and life and death in a way. Like she has that kind of, that's her domain that she can rule over. So anything that kind of goes against her domain would go into necromancy potentially, and like the inappropriate dealings with like disrespecting the dead. I mean, reanimating a corpse is vile to her. She hates it. As Ladius, her sister, practices that, which you'll find in the book. He definitely has a bit of a contention with her because of that point. But yeah, you would assume based off your reading of this, like the soul stuff you do is pretty vile to her. Like it is not a proper use of a soul.
okay. And that is 100% classified as necromancy, is like using souls
That would
for
be
magic.
part of it, yeah. I mean, corpses and things like that, use of a corpse, like all those different aspects have the potential things to it. But it's like there are some necromancy spells that maybe don't have like super awful connotations to it, but that she might be more okay with, that are related to it, as long as it's something that is falling within her like realm of this is okay, I guess.
Okay. So like she has like a list of like what's acceptable and what's not. And
Like the way that some spells are categorized as necromancy, there probably would be some that would not be the worst thing in the world. And
yeah.
her clerics might have some access to even some of those spells, but it would not be something that she likes to freely go out, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Spider buddy over here.
Hello, buddy.
Oh boy.
That's fine.
Uh,
But,
okay,
like,
that sounds good.
Revivify is a necromancy spell, so like
Yeah.
in the right context, like that's okay. She doesn't have an issue with that. But
Okay.
like create undead,
I think that's why
also
yeah.
not good.
I think that's why I asked the resurrection one, because I don't remember if resurrection's a necromancy spell too, or like raise dead or anything. But if she can resurrect people at will,
Yeah, resurrection's necromancy, and that one is generally okay. Figure
She
of
thinks
death,
that's okay.
less okay.
okay. So if it's like bringing good things to people, it's probably acceptable.
In majority of cases, you'd guess.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, there's definitely this like black and white kind of view to necromancy, and like she is the white necromancy, not the black necromancy, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Whereas Palladius is the black necromancy and counter to each other.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. That sounds
What
good.
about false life? Would that be?
False life is generally okay. That's life preserving more than anything. So
That's cool.
Mhm. Cool. Do I still have more to go?
if you have the whole day, you probably would get through most of it with that.
Okay. So I guess the only question I'd have to is, do I get any sense of like her personality in this?
She seems like she is a pretty serious person. You would put lawful as the category, but kind of neutral in nature. So lawful neutral if you had to do an alignment. And yeah, she's not really much for nonsense or things like that. She's definitely very particular.
Okay. Cool.
All right. But that's how you spend your day, everybody. Good day. Good day of reading, good day of working on the house, good day of potion crafting. And
Who has a potion already? Is it just one of you, or do we use them all?
I don't have one.
Good question. Let me look through my.
and somebody will need to charge Ira for the day.
I can do that. Dad will put a 3rd level
3rd level? Okay.
and a 2nd level if he's not topped off.
3rd and 2nd. All right.
Because we definitely made one recently. Euphemia. I remember I worked on it with you, and we were able to make one successfully. But I don't remember. Oh, that was.
Can't remember if you guys used them up. It would be you, or it would be Winnie or Eleanor that had one. Usually.
I used one
Eleanor
back in
says she
our
has one.
December session. Oh shit! You see, Gavin Rachel?
I have one. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you have one. Okay, so that.
So
Okay.
that must. I thought we had 2. Okay, no. I guess we just have one then. You might have used the
I
other
think
one
you
at some point.
might.
I
have
think he used it.
yours,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is fine
Okay.
because I'll replace it now, so you can put that
Okay.
one in.
I'm pretty
All
sure
right,
we
I'll
used it in the giant fight, didn't we? Because you took like a
Possibly,
lot of
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I think so.
On your 2nd
Feel like
casting
there
dev, you get a mishap.
Yes. Nice.
yes.
Irma, look.
There it
This is
is.
crazy.
You did it in the house with Irma. Perfect.
No, just kidding.
No.
No, it was
I would've
outside of the house,
taken
definitely. But
outside.
Just blow up her house.
No.
It'll
Oh
be the
my
worst.
gosh.
I
Uh-oh.
think about how I would interpret this one.
Oh boy.
So You feel this mishap happen. Did you leave the house or are you staying inside?
Yeah, no, we definitely left the house.
Okay, so you're going out in the snow and blizzard conditions. A bit miserable. You feel a mishap happen.
Oh boy.
But nothing really seems noticeable to you.
Ira, do I still look the same? Do I sound the same? Do you still not want to talk to me the same? Just don't say anything if everything's the same. Alright. Starts walking inside.
Okay.
So something happened, but I don't know.
You walk back into the house and you notice that there is a little plant that is off by the corner that was growing that she has. And it just starts growing rapidly and like grows up like twice the size of what it was. And you look over and you see like this bag of potatoes that she had hung up, and the eyes of them start like shooting out from them and like growing out from the potatoes.
Oh dear.
Whoa.
What's this?
Well, I don't know if you want extra food or if you want me to go outside for a while and disappear. I think plants might really, really like me for a little bit. Do you have any potion equipment, ingredients that we can grow?
Unfortunately, it didn't look like it had any effect on her potion
Oh, no.
ingredients.
I was sort of trying.
Dang it.
After a minute or so, does it continue to happen?
It just was like that initial thing when you walked in, and then
Okay.
it stops.
Well, more potatoes for soup.
All right. But yeah, your day goes on uneventfully. Besides what you're doing, and you guys can rest up if you need to. Prepare for tomorrow, which you already know should at least have some nice weather in it.
Yeah.
A little less.
We can even try and get up early to like
Yeah.
leave to catch as much of the good weather as we can.
I can even
Early to
gauge it
bed.
again when we get up if it looks iffy, but
Mm-hmm. That's fun. You got to use that, by the way.
I know I've been waiting for an opportunity to need it.
Sorry, guys.
All good.
Dav tonight at some point is going to kind of like try and put any finishing touches on it and put a little bit of very simple symbology of Dalmanet into it, just very, very simple stuff. But we'll give Irma Heidi's version of the Horde Hunter pin that he was going to leave for last to give to Heidi, and give one to her.
Thank you. This is just wonderful. I greatly appreciate your gift.
It's not much, but I really appreciate everything you've done for me, and I'll be sure to come back again and see if there's anything more I can help with you.
Oh, I would love to see you again.
But I think we're going to be getting up early, heading out in the morning, so I'll check on you in the morning, make sure you're all set, but
Well, do be safe.
definitely will. Thank you.
You hear her kind of wander off towards the kitchen. Anything you also doing?
I guess I'll try one more time to draw a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. And we said
Tries in round
wisdom
two.
could be your skill we'll use for this as well with proficiency.
It's not that much of a difference, but I felt like it made sense. 17.
Yes, you feel like round two
I
is
rolled way better.
far more in line with what you'd hope it would be.
Eleanor's going to send a strongly worded letter into WotC and tell them the drawing should be changed to wisdom.
I was like, I'll give you dex, strength, or wisdom as the stat for that.
You know, not that she's like insanely intelligent, but I would almost wonder intelligence.
I would probably consider intelligence too.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
'Cause
like,
you're, like,
from memory.
Measuring things. Yeah, and memory and
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, maybe how much constitution you could have if you're drawing with blood, or, you know, like, if you're, you know, spit taking paint. I really think any stat should work here.
Yeah, no. No.
Depends on the art style.
Yeah.
Nope, not giving you that one.
Medium.
Okay, I just slip it in with the card though. She seems much more satisfied, and she burns the old drawing.
Okay.
Actually, kind of liked
Perfectionistic
it.
that way.
No one must know.
Mm-hmm. It probably doesn't even look that bad, but she's just like, oh, Bismuth, like.
Can I have that one? I think it's really cute, actually. Their feet are
Like
like,
mid-burn.
their feet are like bigger than their. All right, that's fine.
I'll draw you another one. Alright. Yeah, I don't think she'd do anything special though.
All right. So back to bed. Same routine basically as last night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if nothing else really stands out, we can jump to the 22nd.
Yeah, and if I don't know how Ira is, but if he needs a charge like before I go to bed too. I know we did 2
Yep.
for Dav, but
You'll need to charge him again before nightfall, most likely.
okay, so I'll just do that.
Okay.
It's 4th.
Okay.
Honestly, I'll just do both if we can, and then just try and then we don't have to worry about it for a while.
Let me check that again. Okay. You do not get a mishap on the first one, and do not get one on the second one.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, no, you do. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong numbers. You do get a mishap on the first one.
Okay.
No, wait, no, Dab. Did Dab bring it down? I don't remember when Dab
Yeah.
was.
He got a mishap.
Yeah.
Yes. You do not get
So that
him.
would've
You do not get him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah.
The level's just like
Really gave me a roller coaster there.
Yes. Yes. Trying to look at my numbers when these went up. There was a super raise that came in. I'm trying to remember if that was after Dav or that was before. I think it was after though. I don't remember. We'll just say it's good.
Okay.
All right. So you charge him up for the night. Wake up the next morning. Let me mark off the time for the night on him now. Okay. Probably want to do a morning charge as well.
I can do one if we want. I'll do my 4th level.
Or actually, if you want, I could charge him again because I have the watch.
Oh, true.
You know, so I could do it like an
You could
hour
wait
before everyone
Okay.
gets up, and then
Okay.
short rest. I'll just
Sure.
do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
You have to do it in the house though, because he's not going to leave.
Oh, never mind. I'm not doing that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Then I'll do it in the morning. I can
Okay. You can do it in the morning then.
do- Take him outside with a 4th level.
All right. You get a mishap.
There it is.
Oh boy, that's a bad mishap potentially. The
Oh boy.
extreme level mishap. Let's see what you get. Will be extremely good or extremely bad. Let's find out.
And very good. We'll see.
It was on the 22nd of Icewall, was flattened by the fireball of the century.
That would be my luck. Yeah.
Okay. So, as you cast that, thanks to Phantom here.
Oh no.
Oh, another phantom one.
Oh,
Phantom, and you're by yourself, or does everyone come with this one? Thinking everyone has
I
to
guess
come
it
with
depends
this.
if
So,
Ira will come out or not.
yeah, Ira won't go alone, so all of you get to witness this as well.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy.
Oh no.
You watch as Euphemia bursts into confetti and falls to the ground.
Oh yeah, that happened to Eleonora.
And then 6 seconds later, she comes back together. Thanks again, Phantom. We hit your extreme mishap
Forgot
twice
about
now.
that one.
I just imagine the 6 seconds just being totally silent. We're just kind of staring at it.
Waiting for it
And
to
then you just
happen.
come back like,
Like,
You hear
please come back,
Eleonora
please
make
come
like a
back, please
sympathetic
come
noise
back.
because she knows what it's like.
yeah.
I think it got Dab again. What? Like, you know. Oh, baby, no.
That'd be
Oh,
pretty
wait.
horrifying to see, honestly.
That would be terrible.
Hopefully Irma's still asleep.
Right? Hopefully no one else saw that. Yeah, that would be terrifying. Some villager just walking by.
Yeah.
But even though that happens, like, you feel it go down, but then immediately rise back up to an extreme level of mishap level.
Hmm. Well, it could have been worse.
Phantom likes to raise the
Yeah.
mishap level as well with 2 raises
Yes.
there.
Euphemia, I think you've officially come into first place with the worst mishaps among all of us.
She just looks at him like a very tired look. Like,
I'll
you're
keep that to
telling me I
myself.
know.
Yep.
All right. Are we all? You're all right? Shall we get going?
I'm fine. I think we should go.
All right. So when you guys are back gathering your stuff, you see there are little packed lunches for all of you from Irma.
That's very
And
It's so cute.
nice little sandwich for each of you. Take with you on your journey. She stands
do you wanna
there,
give her
like
the card?
her hands like in front of her, clutching her hands together. Just, I do hope you have a great journey. Wish you safety in your travels.
I give her a big ol' hug.
You will accept your hug. Give you a big one back, at least as big as she can.
Did
Aw.
Winnie give her the card already, or?
Yeah, do we? I thought we gave it to her. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of shuffle over and like hand it to her. Like, thank you so much. We just made this for you as just a token of our appreciation. But thank you for everything you've done for us.
Oh, thank you. This is very kind of you. I love the drawings. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes. Your kindness is much appreciated. Thank you very much.
You be safe. Come visit when you can.
We shall.
I think Dab will wait just a second for them, kind of like give the nod to like beat it. So we can have like just a second. We'll give her another hug and just say, I'm gonna pray for your health and I'll be back when I get a chance. But I know how life can be up here in Icewall and out adventuring. If anything does happen and I don't get to see you again, thank you for everything. And the next time, I'm sure we'll have a dance with Dominic.
I look forward to it. You be safe now.
You too. Just want to make sure to say goodbye just in case.
Just in case.
And he starts waddling after everyone with his snowshoes on. He's like, all right, so you keep your feet apart. Stay on top
Oh
of
yeah,
the
does
snow.
Ira, if we convince him, can we convince him?
If we put them down on the ground.
We're like, Ira, this... Oh god.
Ira will snap into the snowshoe. He seems to
He
understand
does.
what they are.
Yes!
That's good.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Eleanor looks super relieved that she didn't have to like try and convince this robot to do it.
Okay. So, where are you headed first? Are you going to the encampment, or are you going to just try and shoot a straight shot from here to the vault?
guess encampment, right, guys?
If the map's drawn from the encampment, probably the encampment.
Okay,
That would make
Yeah.
more sense.
perfect.
Sorry.
So you make your way back there, a couple hours to Dav's old encampment again. The snow is kind of deeper today just because it's fresh, and the snowshoes definitely help with that. But a couple hours in, a little slower moving than the way here, but you make good time still. All things considered, you arrive at Dav's old place. It is a nice sunny day again, like the last time you were here.
I'll have Mike him out, kind of flying around a bit.
All right.
I won't have him super high, just because I don't want like him attracting too much attention from, wandering scouts or anything. But he'll just be out flying with us, staying close to me.
All right. Anything you want to do here? Or are you just going to move onward to destination number 2?
Just saying. Eventually, we could sell that thing. I just want to pitch that one last time for the future.
I don't know if that's a good idea if we're trying to befriend your friends.
Yeah, in the future, long pitch, back burner stuff.
As we're
Is there
walking through
anything-
here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna
Nope.
say, if as we're walking through here, I'm like expecting not, but I think I would still look around and see if there's any recent signs of activity in the snow, like after it ended.
Yeah, there's no evidence of any recent activity
Okay.
here.
All right. I'm gonna make sure we checked.
Nothing. Okay. Onward.
I think so.
Who's trying to follow the map? Taking the lead on this.
Hey, Euphemia.
What would that
Okay.
be?
Survival.
Can I assist or no or not?
I can give advantage to whoever does it.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I'll look at it. I have pretty good
Yeah.
survival.
Go for it.
That like points to the wrong mountain that he thinks it is. Yeah, I think that's one it might be talking about.
Well, I got a nat 20 on my first roll.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
she wants to get us there. She is focused.
Perfect.
Just get this done.
So you get a decent idea of what it's kind of referencing. You see like little ridges that look like maybe that's what they're referencing on the map. You start heading
She'll
that
like
direction.
move Dav's hand to the correct one.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I meant. See the ridges match here?
You
After she points it out.
start setting out. I need someone to roll me a d20.
You want me to do it?
Ashley, are you the one who
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
or
Mike.
no?
I haven't
never
in a
mind.
while. I can
Okay.
for this.
Go for it.
Trying to call you out. I was just making us all go before we did seconds.
That's fine. Yep, 15.
15. Okay.
That sounds like a nice number.
I'd say
No.
too, though, we did talk about doing like at least pass without a trace or something to not be super visible.
Sure,
Um,
I can.
Talked about it. Did you do it?
I'll
Question.
maybe as we leave the encampment. You think?
yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt like the road was probably nothing, but like,
Sure.
like once we
Okay.
leave the road,
Yep. Second level mark.
All right. So you cast that. With this extreme level of mishap potential. Look at that. You get another mishap. Fun
Look at
If it
that.
wasn't
day.
so extreme, I'd
Poor
help out,
Euphemia.
but oof.
Fun times for Euphemia as always.
She's having a blast. This is so fun.
Let's see. As you do this, there is a quarterstaff that's like green and like wrapped in ivy that like appears just floating in the air in front of you, seeming like it's yours to mentally command for a time.
Like
She
spiritual
like looks
weapon?
at it like
It's a spiritual weapon for a minute, so
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, like a druid spiritual weapon. She looks at
Perfect.
it like, well, that could have been worse.
That is very
Take it
interesting.
along with us.
Very suiting for you. I like
it disappears after a minute. But you know, it was
Yeah.
fun while it lasted.
It was fun while I had it.
For the minute.
The first green thing we've seen in days,
All right,
other than Irma's plant.
so you're not trying to slow down to stealth. You're just walking normal pace, but hoping that plus 10 will help you.
I would say so.
Yeah, I guess if we hear or see anything, that's when we'd probably slow down.
Okay.
You know, so if like we hear that horn again, or if we see like anything that is scary, like that's when we would try to stealth
Sure.
more.
Which does mean if they're blasting a horn, they probably already saw us. Just put that out there.
Yeah.
Well, you heard the
Yeah.
horn before things saw you last time.
We heard, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Roll perception rolls then for me, everybody.
19.
13. Or 14.
4.
22.
Nice.
22. All right.
I'm rolling wrong days.
So you continue your travel, keeping an eye out for any dangers. Euphemia's taking the lead on navigation and keeping a vigilant eye out as well. The wind is blowing a little bit, but again, the sun kind of keeps you a little warmer today. It's nice and sunny out, so it helps for sure. And thankfully, don't really notice anything of danger around you. You don't see any weird snow like tossing around like or Remoraz might be burrowing around. You don't hear any horns of a frost giant nearby. So all seems fairly well today. But you're tracking with this map a little bit and looking around, and you feel like you're close to wherever it is at this point. You've traveled for a few more hours. You feel like you're close. You're just not quite sure where this vault might be.
Okay. I would say if we've been traveling for a few hours, do we want me to cast Pass Without a Trace a couple times?
Sure, if you want to. Keep that up.
Yeah. So I have
Yeah.
I have 2 more second level slots. I'll just use both of those.
Sure. So I'll mark those off and just see if there's any mishaps on anything else. Nothing for the first or the second one, I guess. Then the third one does give you a mishap. Let's see if that one's helpful or not.
All the
Is-
mishaps.
That could affect things.
Right.
Okay. You feel like this kind of charged energy in your hands as you do the second one. Your hands feel like they're
Electric-
buzzing a little bit. Yes.
Oh. Okay, well, that's different.
It's a little different.
Yeah. If I like gesture, oh no, I don't want to do anything that would attract attention to us though. So I'm not. I just won't.
Okay.
Just gonna
Just,
look
like,
at
hold it
Daphne
there.
like, if it was a different day.
So you don't interact with the buzzing at all?
No, I'm a little worried I would shoot a lightning bolt across the
Okay.
world. And...
So a minute
Tell them
passes
we're
and the
here.
buzzing ends. You feel it fade.
It's actually a level up spell, but you guys missed it, so.
Too bad.
If it was
So
like
sad.
a thunderclap or something, that would have. We're trying to keep a low profile.
We had some good restraint there. I don't know about that same restraint.
Well,
You make it to 59 seconds, be like, I got to know.
she's had so many mishaps too that I feel like she's like, I just let's
Like,
just
I don't even
not.
care.
At
Yeah.
this point, let's just not. Okay, so if I feel like we're kind of stuck, I would consult with Dav though and be like, what do you think? I don't.
So you think we're right where it says on the sheet?
You said I felt like we were close, right?
You definitely feel
in the
like you're within
vicinity?
the right vicinity.
Okay. What does the landscape look like here? Are there like hills or cliffs, or is it just snow?
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
what
little.
are we even
It's
looking
definitely
at?
not even a little bit. Snow everywhere. It is just snow as far
Right.
as I can see. Um, there are the occasional like points as you were traveling here that you might see like some footsteps of something, but there's only like one time with the fresh snow that you even see that. And they look like maybe like a wolf pack or something like that that is running through.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just snow everywhere.
I can ritually cast Detect Magic if everyone's okay with
Yeah.
waiting. So I'll start doing that.
Yeah, while she's doing that, I'll send Micah up, kind of in circles, up to about 90 feet up. Take a look. I mean, he's white, so we'll blend in a little bit more.
Okay.
Kind of go through his eyes, and well, if it's a tower above us, maybe Micah will just run into it. But maybe I'll see something.
Some kind
Landscape.
of symbol, maybe, or a little mark. Did you communicate at all with like markings or anything? We do that sometimes with druid stuff.
If I've ever met a wizard, there's always got to be something that gives us away.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna hide our magic.
And Prune Juice, you just did a healing energy. No one's injured right now, so I'm gonna reject that so you can get your channel points back, because it won't have any effect, and I want you to hold on to those for another usage at a different time. Just so you know, that's typically a combat thing, or if someone's hurt, and right now no one's hurt, so keep your channel points and use them at a future point.
There's
But thank you.
other things you can
There
do,
are other
like
things too.
you can lower mishap level to make it so there's less likely for mishaps, or you could raise the mishap level. You could also redeem a bless right now for any of us. So there's other options if you want to redeem something right now.
Yes, or yeah, use your points for something else. Just so you know. But thank you for interacting. Like
Yeah,
Phantom,
thanks,
just
man.
raised the.
Yeah, just like
symbol.
Phantom.
There's your
Setting the
example.
example. This is how you do it.
All right. So you're starting to ritually cast,
sorry.
Eleanor. Yes, what would you like to do, Femia?
While she's doing that, I guess could I and maybe Winnie, if she wants to help scout, like could we just kind of do a little walkabout a little ways ahead and see if we notice any other signs of activity or
Something odd, yeah.
yeah, kind of like a little perimeter.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
I'll do it too.
Do a perception roll if you'd like to look around.
18.
I'll use my bless since I haven't yet for a 15.
Yeah, you guys just see white everywhere around you as you're looking around. Ira's just kind of slowly walking behind you all, just walking around, observing you all. Eleanor is casting and Davy do anything?
Yeah, just sending Micah up about 90 feet.
Oh yeah, so you
Looking
can
around.
roll perception for that too.
19.
You're surveying from there. It's white as far as you can see. You don't see it. Snow everywhere.
I'll start bringing him back down, tell him to land on my shoulder, and then I'll kind of bamf out, and I'll start kicking my feet. Like
That's what I was
moving the
thinking
snow.
too, yeah. Kind of like, I think she'd start to suspect like maybe it's under us, and so like start to look at things like maybe rocks or just something that would be like a marker of where to, I don't know, something that seemed off maybe. I don't know if that's.
Okay. So I mean, you're kicking a lot of snow as you guys are kicking.
We're waiting 10 minutes anyway. We're just like, oh, use it. Like a safe vault.
And 10 minutes go by. We get Eleanor's spell. You get a mishap. Rach. Just for you.
Okay.
You get to share the experience. Oh, I rolled the worst possible mishaps
No.
level you can get.
Phantom, I blame you. It's all you, Phantom.
I rolled the worst possible level of mishap for you, Rach, my dear. As you cast your spell, you feel yourself take 15 points of psychic damage in your brain.
Oof.
It's just like your head is racked with pain, and
Ouch.
it hurts quite a bit. Definitely not a good one.
Phantom said.
Are you good?
Yes. I'm fine.
Walk over and just. I mean, is it worth the risk?
No. I know how sometimes it goes when you have chain reactions of healing. I'm fine. Thank you. Very sweet of you. But
I can heal
That's
you
all.
without, I say from
Oh.
across the
I would take that.
two little sparkles
Thank
for you. 6 plus 2 temp.
Thanks. Okay. Thank you. That's quite all right.
Now she's not bleeding out of her ears, just her eyes and.
Yeah, clean it up.
Just a nosebleed. It's okay.
All right. You have that
yeah,
up for 10 minutes.
So, do I see anything?
Where you are, no. You
Okay.
have it up, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
Nothing pings
I
besides
guess
what
I'll
you'd
just-
expect from all your stuff.
I guess I'll say, look, let's take a turn about the area. See. So we'll just spend the time walking around the area.
Okay.
For 10 minutes.
Highs or lows?
I'm gonna jump in
Oh.
with you if you'd like. And just turn and be like, I can double our distance we're gonna hit if you want me to do this at the same time. And we could be going in different directions.
There's a healing
Like
energy.
similar.
Hey!
Hey!
So we want this
Or
to
do
hit
you-
Rach.
Unless you don't want
it
to
might
risk
hit
it.
me. It's a randomizer, so we don't actually know if it'll hit
Yeah, this
me
is
or
a
not.
random, but maybe it's 1
Yeah,
in 4
he has
chance.
the string.
Here we go. It did!
Oh!
Hey!
You got
That
Rachel!
was great.
Thank you. That's
It
great.
knows.
Nice.
I'm thrilled.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. Yay! Okay. Well, you could start when I'm done.
I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
do it ritually,
Rotation.
but
What?
I was just gonna cast it. So we're
Oh.
going in, like if we're going the same direction, but kind of like a V. But it's up to you.
Mark, if you think that would work logistically, I never know how this stuff works in my head. Just
can try,
covering the
yeah.
most
Smart
area.
Smart area to cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great then.
Okay.
I just didn't want to steal your thunder and like by
No.
risking another mishap. I just wanted to ask first. Okay.
No, you good. I just sometimes I don't get the visual of us walking around doing stuff.
Basically, if we're going highs and lows, one thing it's like might as well split two different
Mhm.
directions and
Mhm,
just
mhm.
do both,
Well, I'm gonna do
or
it
as
this
many
way.
as we can.
I'm gonna do it this way because you are searching a
quarters.
general area.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d8. I want each of you to pick a number on the d8 or direction you're walking in.
Oh.
That's fun.
6.
3.
Well, you don't have anything up to magically look for things.
Oh.
So,
I thought we were all picking a number. I was
No.
like, I was excited. I was
Detect
excited.
magic.
I was laughing. I'm like, I mean, you can
you
still
can,
find
I
you
went
can
in
something.
walk in
too.
a different direction if you want to. It's just you're walking.
We
but
can
there's
look
no-
too.
I just don't know.
Can the magic be in my heart
So,
and I just
okay.
feel it?
You can walk one way, and I'll just give you a perception roll, and then if you want to walk separately, all 4 of you, we can do it that way.
Okay.
You guys want to request things of Ira too? You could always do that as well, but who knows what he'll do. But Dab, what is your? Rachel said 6.
3.
You said
Mhm.
3. Are the other 2 splitting off, or are you guys staying with one of the other 2?
I think maybe we can also look around. I would keep wanting
We
to.
maybe split off like only like Maybe like
Not
60 feet
too
or something.
much,
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, maybe like enough we
Okay.
could dash and get to the other person, I guess.
Just perspective wise, you guys think you're relatively in the right area. This could be like a mile off still. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just wanted
Yeah.
perspective wise on.
So we want to make sure we still stay within each other. It's like,
Okay, you're
right.
not
Yeah.
going
So
too
that,
far.
that means
Okay.
we.
So
Yeah.
6, 3, and then the other two are just kind of like looking in the general area. Okay. Sounds good. Let's see.
Mike was just doing Overwatch. Just kind of keep an eye and say, squawk out loud if anyone asks for help.
So you guys
Make
start
sure-
wandering. Nothing pings for you.
We could start over and go in different
could-
directions.
Yeah. Do
Okay.
another round of casting.
Recast them.
Yep.
Okay.
They just have to wait 10 minutes for me because I have to do it ritually.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I'll do it ritually with her then this time.
Both ritually cast. Eleanor gets a mishap.
Okay.
And Dav does not get one with his.
Yeah, it's a true wizard cast. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you do it warlock style.
All right, Eleonora, your mishap this time.
Her clothes turn into Dav's instead.
You suddenly gain the blur effect as you're just like kind of blurring around.
That's
Everyone's
cool.
looking at you and
That's
they can't
fun.
really focus it on you.
This is strange.
That is terrifying.
All right, so 2 other numbers. Eleonora and Dav.
2.
I was gonna say 2. 7.
All right. You guys walk around here 10 minutes. Do not find anything.
Okay.
Again.
Let's do it again.
Just a heads up,
We
you
might
might
not be
not be
going
in the
far
right
enough,
spot
so.
too. But just-
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm
Oh.
wondering.
Just gonna throw
if we
that
should
out
just
there as
keep
a
going.
possibility. You can do what you want. I'm not trying to tell you guys, but
Well,
guys
what does that mean then? Like, because
you
what
are
does that
Because
I
we're
don't
not-
get what you mean.
God.
you guys are in a location and you're searching it thoroughly because you think this is where it is. And you've gone
Yeah.
4 different directions now from where you were and not found anything. So it could still be here in one of the other 4 directions, or you could just be off right now and need to go further. Up to you what you would like to do in this moment. And Ira's just staring at all of you, giving the looks of shame as all of you are walking around.
We always turned away right before we found something. We have to commit to this one at the very least.
Okay.
Right?
The only thing I do is I would ask Ira, I'd say, do you have any
Yeah.
magical detection senses or anything that can help us find this?
Or something that's invisible. Can
Roll a
you see it?
persuasion roll, Eleonora.
All right. I'll even mention, I'll say, we think these people actually might be able to help get you back to Vari.
Yep.
Is what we're hoping. 24.
Okay. He just points in a direction that was close to where Eleonora was. Just points
Oh.
at like a little mound of snow that's there.
It's,
Oh man.
are you guys
it's
friends
that
now or
simple.
something?
Ira, you are brilliant. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ira. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
The magic number was 8. So you did 6, and then you did 7.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You were trying to trick us and make us leave, and we wouldn't have found
You're
it.
evil!
I am evil.
That was me.
Although he was like, we have
I
to
knew it. I
commit.
was like, I'm not falling for this again. It is right there. We are standing on the hatch.
I fall for it
Yeah.
every time. I'm like, okay, I'll go. So, like every
Let's do
time. I don't.
Let's go back to the ice wall.
Who could
I
be
was
an
gonna
evil
ask
DM?
him while you guys
Not me.
passed it, because I was like, that's the only other chance we have.
No, I
Guarantee,
feel
like, we
cool.
cast all these spells, and it's just like perception check. You know, there's a mound right there. You guys get close enough
Well,
to that
there,
one?
there are other mounds around and stuff. He
So
just was
many.
pointing at a snow mound. It's like you just see a snow mound. That's
Yeah.
all you guys see.
There's
Yeah.
just snow everywhere.
Okay. I will say actually before we go over, they'll be like, Ira, do you have detect magic on you all the time?
He does not respond.
Interesting.
dietary information, you know. You know, next time you could point that out while we're just saying.
He does not respond.
Is there any way to persuade you to not show Vari this clip in particular, since nothing's gained from this except for our stupidity?
Does not respond.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for your help, Ira. Please ignore his shame.
I mean, to be fair, we're showing her very thorough and organized. Just least time. Let's just go to the mound.
Look, please, you're stalling now, Deborah.
It's embarrassing. Starts walking over.
Okay. So you walk a little ways out towards this mound, and the whole time you are just seeing this. Yeah, it's just snowy. That's all you see. But you get up to it.
Imagine them watching us on like their magic like ring, like in front of their snowman,
That too.
Wandering around.
just scrying us. Like, really?
If I like try and brush some snow off with my foot,
Yeah.
what happens?
Yeah, I can kind of.
Move some snow. Don't say anything.
Is there like a password or something?
So detect
Can I
magic doesn't ping for me right now?
You don't have it up right now. You have to recast
Oh. Okay. I'll just do that off to the side while you guys see if you can figure it out. And if it doesn't work before, or if it works before, then I'll drop it. If it doesn't work, then maybe it'll help.
Yeah, can we just look really closely at the area and see if we like see anything?
Okay.
While she's doing that.
You clearing some snow?
Yeah, you've been like walking over it a few times to like see if there's anything invisible.
Yeah.
So as
that.
you start to walk up over it, actually, you realize that you are not walking through snow, but it looks like you're walking through snow. It looks like there might be some sort of illusion over a lot of this area.
There we go.
With zoo all over again.
Mhm.
I'll stop a couple steps in and go, it's an illusion.
Mhm.
Ah,
Over here.
clever.
Wizards.
Mm.
Not my cup of
Tell me where to
school.
go
but-
then.
So clearly an illusion now. You realize you're within parts of this mound. There's definitely a real mound here, but parts of it are covered by illusion.
Well,
You ready?
ladies first.
No, it's you first, Davros.
All
I
right.
recognize you. Please.
Starts walking through them.
Okay.
He keeps doing that like false pretense of like, oh, okay, all right.
So you feel yourself, Dav, as you take the lead, kind of collide with a wall
All
in
right.
this.
Okay. When he touches it, he's gonna cast Identify on it. He's a little tired of just trying to figure it out in front of Alira
Okay.
and seeing if this will work.
So you cast Identify, touching the wall.
Yeah.
There are
Just
no
thinking about
magical
doing detect
properties to
magic,
the
but-
wall.
Yeah, I was hoping it was a door or something. All right. Well, I found a wall. We might need to outskirt it or feel for something. I don't have a dispel magic or see invisibility or anything.
Well, I have dispel magic, but I don't know if they want us to dispel it.
Right.
So
Let's see if
Can we just
find
follow the
door.
wall and find a door? Yeah, can we just follow
So
the
you
wall
follow
for
the
a while?
wall, and eventually you do feel a door.
Oh,
There.
found it.
There it is.
I mean, the illusion could
It's-
tell us, like the outward of the doors, if the wizard wanted to add that into there. He just starts mumbling about how he doesn't like illusions.
Yeah, you feel like the frame of the door and like a handle as you feel around through this. You just look like you're walking in snow at this point, though. That's what you see.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
And this isn't this encounter. I've already decided Dab doesn't like illusions because he feels like they're not flashy enough.
Yeah, Mr. Guy Self doesn't like illusions.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we started this campaign.
Cast that spell.
Yep.
It's an artificer thing. It's a necessity, and there's lack of decision.
Okay, Phantom said Ira silently adding to the blooper reel. Like,
Oh,
can
yeah.
you imagine how many of
It's-
like a compilation?
So bad already.
That's
It's
awful.
Dari's Revenge, really putting that up like online of us and just
Yep.
humiliating us in front of everyone. And
This
we're
will
like,
be
you
played
the
at
Monster
every
Hunter that-
convention going forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Are you
on-
the Monster Hunter that identified a wall? I mean, come on, man.
Yep. All
I
right.
don't know how it would
You
work.
feel the door though. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dav. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
Davril.
go for it.
Usher him in first.
Swear this thing's gonna be locked. Just start moving the. See if it's locked or unlocked.
Oh, it's 100% locked.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can. Would you like to knock?
Yep. Well, usually wizards like to prove that they can get inside. And I'll just knock.
Okay. Knock on the door.
I mean, I don't know if someone's gonna be like attending an Elder's Vault all the time.
Okay, Davril, take a deep breath. You are so nervous right now.
I am. Yeah.
It's all
I'm
right.
just
You'll be fine.
very embarrassed.
All right.
Well, you found it.
Kind
More
of.
than most people can say.
As you knock, I'm gonna change out some art as answering the door.
Oh.
You see
Was that easy?
this individual that you haven't seen for some time, and like it's weird because like a door just kind of appears in the snow now before you as the door opens. You see a short gnome woman kind of like looks up at you.
Oh.
Davril! You're here,
Hi,
come
Jeannie.
in.
Hey. Yeah. We've. All right.
Wonderful. She like grabs your hand, starts to pull you in.
Just looks at the others. Well, like, come on in, guys. These are my friends. If you're okay with them joining,
I believe so, yes. Come in,
Perfect.
come in.
just okay.
She'll bring all of you in. Ira follows in, and she'll close the door behind you. And you guys are standing within a stone, like, chamber that is containing a few items that are strewn about. There are very fine decorations, clearly things that of a magical nature that are around, or fine goods, like golden, silver items are strewn about. You do see a line of statues that are looking like they're made of adamantine, with a noticeable one that is missing in here.
Interesting.
You see
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
you see, yeah, just lots of goods. You see some books stacked up. You see you see like places where it looks like beds have been set up in here. There is on a table an odd-looking plant with berries that are growing off of it that look actually kind of similar to goodberry, as you look at it. And you also see across the room the face of a tiefling man who kind of comes into view in Utrix.
Wow, this art we finally can use after all this time.
All this time. And Davril, it's good to see you.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you as well.
You must have found my note then, if you are here.
I certainly did.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very astute of you. I'm surprised to see you here. I did not know you were still out there. Wonderful to see you, though.
Yeah.
But there's a chance.
Yeah. You guys see him struggling mad hard in this moment. He's like regressing, but like not. Yeah, I didn't know you guys survived either, actually, till recently.
So sorry. If I would have known that you had made it, I would have reached out sooner.
I'm glad you did.
Didn't do anything.
I know. You know, I thought you didn't, and then the way you said it that way messed me up. You wouldn't have said that. Sorry. I second guessed myself in that moment. Yes, well, I mean, in hindsight, I wish I had as well. I knew you were gonna like Bugs Bunny me on that one.
What? I'm sorry, really fast. What's like the vibe we're all getting from like, or at least
Yeah, I would like to
we're
know
getting
too.
from this conversation? Where it's
Mhm.
like, is it? I guess how do they seem? Do they seem like
Are they testing it,
sincere? Is this seem like weird tension? Like, what's the vibe?
Sure. Give me a vibe check roll.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 1. I might.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my reroll since. Why not?
I'm also gonna use my reroll.
24
Not much
with
bad.
a nat 20.
Awesome.
14.
20. Unnatural.
So you all get the vibe that Azarina seems pretty happy to see Dav. Utrix is kind of standing off to the side, kind of maybe a little skeptical of everything, kind of taking you all in, studying you all. Looking a little on edge, honestly.
Remind me super quick. Rini, you said was the artificer?
Erzini is the wizard. Utrix is the artificer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As Erzini is the gnome, Utrix is the tiefling.
It's Arizini. I think I always say that one wrong.
Utrix, Erzini.
Arizini,
Utrix,
yep.
Erzini. Utrix, Erzini. For those on the stream who can see that.
Just someone on the podcast like, why does he keep saying the names over there?
Arizini, bye. If you know me from Beacons and Mishaps, you know names are not my thing.
Yeah. Erzini will even like kind of come in, like almost like going for like a side hug for you, Davril.
Yeah, there's like this like pause, and then he then like reaches down and gives her a big hug.
Please tell me what you've been up to. What have you been doing? What brings you here? So many questions.
Yes. Well,
And do you need some to eat? We have the berries if you are hungry too.
Oh, I kind of looks over. Are those good berries?
Sort of, yes.
Very curious about that. Well, let me introduce you to my friends as well. They're
Oh, yes, please do.
those that I travel with. Once I survived, I ended up making my way down to Heaven's Reach. Kind of make a new life as a monster hunter, and this is where I met them. And I like turn again. Not going to offer up your names unless you guys, are offering. You don't say that out loud. But
Erzina, I'm Erzina. Good to meet you all. Utrix say, I'm Utrix.
Eleanor will offer her hand to shake it. She's like, I'm Eleanor. It's a pleasure.
That gives you like the tiniest moment of like eyes of like helped.
Yes, Winnie would do that. We would just kind of copy Eleanor in terms of the handshake and be like, "Hi, Winnie." I mean,
Hello?
my name's Winnie.
Hello?
It's a hi, comma, Winnie, not me.
I'm Euphemia. Nice to meet you.
Sweat.
Meet you? And who's this? And they point to Ira.
That is Ira.
Is he one of yours?
I just glance at Dav. It looks like he's having issues. I'll say something, but I'm kind of letting him take the lead on this.
I think for this one, he's forgotten what we decided to say. I think you see him like trying to rack his brain for a second, and then giving you the chance to step up and say something.
No, he's not one of Davril's. He is traveling with us for a few reasons. Probably ones we'll get into, I'm sure, as we lay out our predicament, our situation.
Ah, you are in a predicament?
To say the least. Yeah. But once we were in the area and I got your note, realized you guys were alive. I knew the library might have had a chance to find answers that we're looking for, and I figured who better to know what was in the library than the two that taught me. So I came here to find you guys, and maybe you could help us.
Well, I would certainly be willing to help you again with your studies once more, if you'd like to continue your practices with us. Are your friends looking for the same thing?
Not at the moment. I am definitely very curious more about questions on the stone. I know my studies ended way before I got advanced, but unfortunately, there's a lot of things that we have to deal with that would delay me from my studies. But I do think you would find them quite interesting. A lot of it has to relate to ancient magic.
Utrix will speak up and say, well, you're welcome to share your stories with us, but you are not going to be allowed access unless you are in your studies to the knowledge that we share. And your friends will not be welcome to stay either, if case.
I look between them. Is it just you two? I mean, are you trying to start what we had up again?
Erzini kind of like gives a glance towards Utrix, and Utrix kind of looks at her for a moment and looks back to you. Devril, are you still wanting to be a member of the followers of Akerul?
There's a lot to that. There's a lot I didn't know before. There's a lot that you guys never told me in the first place.
What does that mean?
We're here seeking answers, that's all. Maybe we can tell you our story and we can go from there.
You're welcome to share, but are you leaving the followers?
We were decimated. There are no followers. We're survivors.
Followers have survived. You're looking at them.
And what does that mean?
We are still
Well,
followers of Akerul. We will continue our work.
of doing what? What does it mean to be a follower? Besides pursuing knowledge, what is his intentions?
We serve him, and he, in turn, gives us knowledge of deep magic. You know this.
What is he asking for us to do? What has he asked you to do?
Well, you likely have heard that Akerul is unable to be free to do what he needs. Our goal is to help free him. we can return, continue our advancement in magical understanding. As Erzini will just be like, yes, we just want to get him to be able to. He's given us so much knowledge already. We just want to help him in exchange for what he's done. The potential of what can be learned through him, great. Utrick speaks up. Have you other voices in your head, Davril, that have told you things that we are evil?
Say it again.
Have you other voices in your head that have told you we are evil? Or not to be trusted? I do know how people have spoken of us.
Oh, I thought you literally. I thought you were saying you literally had voices in your head.
No, you do not.
I was like, "No, I don't," but I mean that's a different story. Figuratively, gotcha. And I understand our purpose and what we were intended for. How do you know what he was imprisoned for?
He was sealed away by a rival mage, jealous of his abilities.
Is there a name? Did he give one?
He did not give a name. I don't think he even knew exactly who it was. Some rival of his.
So he is a mage himself.
He is a studier of magical arts, yes.
Do you know how long ago this was?
Sounds like he was around near the beginning of existence. Goes back to the very early years of creation. This is why he has such potent magical knowledge he can share.
You can understand. After seeing what happened to our city and the loss of everything I had, the thought of Akerol potentially doing that to more is a worry.
Erzini will speak up, but he did not do that. That was the Frost Giants.
I don't blame him for what happened. But it is an unknown. You can understand why those that are from the outside question the extremities of what we do.
That is only because they are afraid of what they do not know. Anybody could
not
walk
questioned
into
yourself?
a city and destroy it. Creatures could do that at any point. Why the sudden turn on Akerol, Davril?
I never had a chance to fully know what I was serving. I'm not turning on anything. I'm just asking a question that needs to be asked. I want to understand him and what you commit your life to and what I grew up committing my life to. What my brother died for, what my parents have lived and died for.
Erzini
But I also
looks
Go
kind of
ahead.
saddened at this and like looks down for a moment. But yeah, you can continue.
You all continue on for the lives that are buried in Icewall. I was just there. If you can really tell me that you know, and not just believe, but know that he's not evil, then I'd love to become an ally and help. I believe there are many things that we can offer this world to help, because it's not just us that are in danger, but a lot of other people's lives that are in danger here. And the knowledge that Akral's bestowed to you, or that you even know on your own, can benefit many. But I also know you two are good people. And if you release something that created more destruction than what has already happened, I know you wouldn't be able to live with yourselves. Neither would I.
Arizini like looks up at you, looks a little confused. Why do you think that he would destroy things? He's
I
done
don't
nothing
know.
but help people. He's helped us. Who put this thought in your head? And Utrix kind of like mumbles, was it Kendra?
I don't see Kendra here. Kendra doesn't get to tell me what I do. I make my own decisions.
Know you were close to her.
Any deity that asks for a cleric to walk its path proves itself. Akral should be able to do the same if he asks for those to follow in his footsteps.
Arizini speaks up. The fact that we're still alive, proof that he's good and he takes care of us.
Hmm.
I firmly believe that he is good.
I believe that. I believe that you both believe, and I want to. I'm open to it. But I'm not going to blindly just commit. Again.
Arizini again looks kind of sad as you're saying this, like kind of very hurt by the words that you're saying. Then Utrix looks a little upset. Then you have no place here.
Good.
If I may, we've all been journeying together for quite some time, and I think what Davril is trying to express is there was obviously no contact for quite some time, and during our travels we tried to do our own research on Akrol and what was going on. The fact that we found nothing, and from some advice of some of my colleagues that I trust, advised that the fact that Akrol is unknown is a concern. So there have been different theories discussed, and I think all Davril seeks is for clarification on how you know that he is good.
Arizini and Utrix again kind of exchange looks. And Arizini just looks up to you, Eleanor, because we've walked with him.
You've walked with him.
He was among us. If only you were able to come find us, but 5 months ago.
The missing animantine.
Months ago.
You went into our cabin, yes. You would have seen the form he was in. He was among us. But
Let's go as the tower, right?
what?
5 months ago was the tower.
5 months ago was, yes, when the tower was also.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was among us. He was teaching us. But
And
at
what
one
happened?
moment, he just stopped, became dormant. We sensed presence there, but he was no longer with us.
You still sense his presence.
Well, when we laid our hands upon him, we still could feel his presence. Heard him saying to release him, but he was not actually communicating with us. Not a conversation like we were having before that. We found out he was among us. Not in his full form, but in the form of one of these statues, and she'll point back to the lineup where there's the gap.
So did it feel like he was sort of just sending you a message and not getting your responses back?
When we put our hand on,
Yes.
in a way,
Did you make these, or did you find these?
statues that were here.
These are all those make?
These are all those belongings for the most part. We brought a few things here when we came.
What were their original purpose?
Decoration, I assume?
Just adamantine statues?
Yes.
I'm sure he's very wealthy. He could probably afford it.
That's fascinating.
Did he walk all the way to the encampment with you then in one of those?
Did he walk?
Oh, Akerol
Akerol.
in the form.
Well, we found him among the ruins. We came to visit at one point. And we're thrilled that he was there and we could connect with him. And we were functioning there for quite some time. Till 6 or 5 months ago when he went dormant. And due to the risk that was posed by the frost giants and other things potentially returning, retreated to here.
So you never interacted with it. It was a statue that you spoke through.
He spoke to us. He was with us. In the form of that statue.
Walking around or just speaking to you?
Walking around,
Okay.
everything.
Do you know how he managed to do that?
He said that he had always wanted to return to us, and he somehow appeared within the statue.
So was that after the attack then?
Yes, it was after the attack.
They found him
So
in
how
the
did you
ruins.
communicate with him before?
We could speak to him through prayers.
Ah, interesting. So after the attack, did he grow in magic to be able to do that? Or did he seem
Well-
like, what was his reasoning for using that?
We believe that the shudder affected things so that he was able to have a portion of himself sent to us.
Ah,
And for whatever means, the shift in magic seemed to be able to empower him enough to reach us at that moment, and he sent off a portion of himself to us that latched onto that statue, came to us, searching for us, waited for us to return to the ruins to find him.
so he can do that now because of the shadow, send portions of himself.
I don't know if he can do it anymore, but there was a moment he could, at least, it seems. Prior to that, we used the greater stone to communicate with him.
Oh, I see. All right.
We lost access to that, and Utrix again kind of like gives a look to you, Dav.
I didn't take it.
Could you use your eye then to communicate, or was it not powerful enough?
No, the eye is just a portion of a whole. The actual item was the true power for the connection. Oh no!
Oh, bye, Ashley.
Lost Ashley.
Nah, Euphemia.
That's so sad.
Oh, she's back.
Welcome back.
That was weird. Sorry.
Euphemia, no!
They turned into confetti again.
Not the confetti!
It just all froze. So
Interesting.
Where did the where did the greater stone come from? How did you acquire it?
Our founder found it out here, actually at the site where we built the encampment. 9143. Felt called to it and found it. That's how our group started.
That checks out everybody.
I look to Dav, just to see like how he feels about her saying a couple things we know.
He looks like he's not sure what to say or not to say, so he's okay letting you determine that right now, if that makes sense. Like kind of like just a quick nod of like he doesn't know what not to say, and I think that's what's he's struggling with.
Okay. Do you know what it is? That stone.
Is his star sent to us?
We'll give her a glance at that one. Of wanting to hold that one back.
What?
He will give her a glance of like a bit sharper one of seeming like he does want to hold that one back.
He doesn't want to?
Like he doesn't want to say anything about that one yet.
Oh, okay. You said he
Does
doesn't
not.
want to hold her back, which means he wants her to
Oh,
talk about
sorry.
it.
Like he is being like, not that one, not yet. Unless she feels strongly about it. I think he would trust her in this moment, but
Sure.
that's his initial reaction. Like,
Well, I think we may have an answer for you as to why communication stopped.
Well, we do know that communication with all of the gods has stopped.
Yes.
but if he's a mage or a magic studier, how is he a god?
People who study magic can be gods, Deborah.
I mean, was he mortal?
All the gods were mortal at one point, Avril.
All right. Michael's
Did
having
he
a hard time
ascend then? Is
understanding
that
that.
what you're saying?
What?
Did he ascend then? Like, see?
Yes.
Did he? I see.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Was it before his imprisonment then?
I believe so, yes.
Ah, all right.
Why has history books forgotten him?
Well, I don't think he was ever one of the major deities that was out there, but there are numerous demigods and minor deities that are out there. Not everyone will be written about, and some may be lost to time as well.
Did anything in his studies gotten to that point that would just confirm that, or like was his study still general when he was doing all this? I know that's kind of like what was like preached, maybe like the deity part.
I mean, you would have
But
been
like,
brought up with him being talked about as a deity.
but like, were there any actual documents that confirmed that he would have studied within the halls?
I mean, you probably would have seen documents that would say that. I don't know what you would have had.
I think like a third party that was not follower of Ackroll is what I'm trying to say. Like someone else that would have verified what we're saying.
No, you wouldn't have had anything
Okay.
that would be of note
He hasn't
like
seen anything
that.
that was
I
written.
guess
Oh.
it wasn't internally affirming that.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. That's just thought I had.
Yeah, it would be all internal affirmation of that, nothing external.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail your thought process.
No, we have a rather unique situation that has to do with sort of the world state. And some of it we know it has to do with ancient magic, but I don't know if you're willing to hear it out, but I think you might be interested.
I mean, you are welcome to share whatever you'd like to share.
Can we sit for this? Sorry, this is a lot, and I want to let you know I'm open to talk and listen to what you have to say. I don't mean to be hostile or disappointing or reactionary. This is very hard for me and confusing, and I've already lost a lot of people in my life, and I don't want to make any wrong decisions here as well.
Arizini will actually like reach up and grab your hand. She's been standing next to you like this whole time and like grab onto your hand and be like, I know this is a lot to Everil. Your parents did not lose their life for nothing. Just give your hand a squeeze.
Mm-hmm. He always liked her. So can we all sit and
Of course.
tell you what we've been through?
There's like benches that you can kind of like gather around and sit down on. Some will sit on the edge of beds. It's like kind of makeshift seats kind of to circle up a little bit.
Yeah, is this like really small? Like, is this like a one room sort of area?
Kind of. It's like a big chamber with some pillars in the middle that kind of support a little bit of wall, but it's just like one. There's no windows. It's just the one door. Those who are more keenly eyed might notice there is what looks like a circle on the ground that potentially could be used for teleportation. That is located here, but it is absolutely not super big. Everything's kind of within sight of whatever in the same chamber. But yeah, they'll gather that around. But I think that's a good place to stop for tonight before we really dig into this conversation, because this conversation
have a massive
will be a
lord
big
up.
conversation, and we might be here for another 6 hours if we really want to dig into
Right.
it. So
Big one.
we'll end there, and we can see where this conversation goes. This pleasant conversation or potentially hostile conversation, depending on what happens. News that gets brought up or walls that get put up. We'll see. So you can tune in next week as we'll be back with this conversation with these two, Utrix and Arizini. I'm pointing to them again. You can't see it, but we can keep talking to them and learning more about them and all of the crazy lore drop that's happening with this encounter at this point. So
Fascinating.
stick around for that next week. And we'll end our recording here in a second, and then we'll rate somebody to stick around for that. But thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you all so much. Bye, everybody.